Believe it or not, it's time for the stream. Grab some snacks and your coffee. Sometimes I game or I make art. What will it be? Believe it or not, we are live. Hello everybody. Happy Monday. We are live. We're here. How is everyone? It is Monday, right? It is Monday. We're finally coming off the weird time warp week that is the holiday break. How is everyone? I know a lot of people are returning to work or school today or some semblance of routine. How is everyone doing? Hello, Jack. Jack is first. Hello. Phil, Disney. Jack. 18 months? They've been subscribed for 20 months at tier 2. My God. Jack, thank you so much for the tier 2. And the long man. Uh-oh. I look like I'm like high there. Wow. 20. Let's go. They've been subscribed for 20 months. Resubscribed for... Wait, you resubscribed for 18 months? That's crazy. He believes. Oh my God. Well, thank you. That's huge. Thank you so much. I pulled the Four of Swords card. Yeah, that's accurate. Jack, I can't thank you enough for that little boost because, wait, what does that say? I think the 18 months might be at tier 2, tier 1 before that. I don't know. I'm going to be real. I don't know exactly. Twitch will give me a lot of messages and sometimes I don't 100% know what they mean. But 20 months would make sense because in about 4 months, I think, is when I'll hit my 2-year affiliate mark. So that makes, actually, wait, no. That's going to be in June. I don't know what it means. Anyways, Four of Swords makes sense for me. Hi, Ship. How are you doing? Empress reversed. Kestrel, hello. Kestrel's got a great card. Rick also does. Let's go. Cleo's no longer in the reversals. You ever just think about life, man? That is stoner, Alyssa. Indeed it was. I definitely haven't broken my streak since day one. I thought affiliate anniversary was April. No, it actually took me a while to get affiliate. Well, a while. That's relative. Alex! That's right, the new emote! Guys, we got a new emote. It's called Alyssa Bye. No, my affiliate was actually in June. I did start streaming in February, but it took me 4 months to get affiliate. I'm a late bloomer. I'm a slow and steady kind of gal. That's okay. Yeah! Alyssa Bye! I think this is from Saturday's stream, right? Just the last stream we did. Sting captured this great moment, and Alex made it an emote. So I was like, hell yeah, dude. I hope y'all's Mondays are going better than mine. I have to admit, Alex and I woke up to quite a stressful start. Just shit's hitting the fan over at Alex's job. So, y'all know how it be. Y'all know how it be. Fun times, but I'm very happy to be here streaming with you all. I have some fun things planned that I think are gonna, I don't know, take my mind off of things. It's gonna be fun chilling with you guys. We might be playing a new mystery game today. Both a mystery to you and a mysterious game. Boo, I know. I know. Sometimes it's just how it goes, though. I hope you all are having at least, you know, better starts to your time back in the real world. I will say something that also cheered me up this morning is the Discord. I was catching up a little bit here and there in Discord while doing like some editing and posting. I'm seeing people starting to post about Krampus. And it's very interesting. I saw, I know Sting's already finished. I think Sting is basically waiting for everyone else to finish before they comment on what was going on. But I'm seeing Dim and Jack also hit the conversation. I'm going to jump in after stream because I have more to say based on what I think you guys were saying. I will let y'all know the first half, I was like, okay, I got to change my mindset. I have to lean into the campiness that is Krampus. And I also, from the get-go, did not like the Norse mythology twist. There is a Norse mythology twist. So if you go into this and you're like, huh? I also did not like it. The second half gets better. The second half actually gets better. The second half, the campiness actually like turns off and it's not campy anymore. So then that kind of like took me by surprise because I was like, whoa, what do you mean? I was ready to like lean into this. But it becomes, I feel like, a lot more approachable in the second half. I think it becomes more developed in the second half. So if you're kind of enjoying it, but you're also kind of like, what the hell is this? I felt the exact same way. The second half, I like it a lot more. I would say the first half, I was like, this is getting a low score from me. Second half, score is actually going up. Not a huge amount, but it is better. Interesting that the writing style would change. I wouldn't say the writing style. When I say writing I even mean is more like pacing, character arcs, how certain decisions on the whole is fleshed out. If I was speaking specifically about writing style, I'd probably refer to that as prose or prose. I'd refer to that as prose. Writing to me contains like the bulk of all of the planning that goes into the story structure. Post-discussion PTSD. But like, you know what I mean? So yeah, whenever I say writing, I mean more like, you can also, this is an earlier book of his. I also want to say to anyone out there that read Slewfoot by the same author, Slewfoot, in my opinion, is a much stronger book in its writing and its structure. I also think you can see some of what he took from this and turned it into Slewfoot. Like, this book walked so Slewfoot could run. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And I'm looking for, I don't want to go into detail about that because I wrote down some notes. I'm also doing a lot of tabbing. I got some discussion points ready to go for us. So some of that I want to talk about in our actual book club discussion when that comes. Or no, maybe I won't enjoy it then. I don't like having to get through writing to get to the good bit. Well, that's the thing, Kestrel. It's not even like I would say bad. This also comes from a person, I'll say this, because writing is so, and reading in general is so subjective. I didn't have to get through it. I didn't feel like the first half was a slog. I thought the first half for me was like a 3-star book, which in my opinion, if a book is in the 1 to 2 star range, it means it's bad. And I have problems with it. And I will be very explicit with the problems I have with it. If it's a 3-star book, it means like, yeah, it was good. Would I like highly recommend it? No. But if someone asked me, hey, I was interested in reading this, should I? I'd be like, yeah, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? So like not raving. A 4-star is like, that's a good book. I would recommend it. 5-star is like near perfect. I enjoyed it on a level beyond anything else. And then I use like half-star ratings to further tweak that, if that makes sense. The first half of the book, I would have given it 3 stars. The second half of the book, I'm leaning closer to 3.5, 3.75. So I'm curious to see how it ends. But yeah, we have a similar rating process. Okay, so if that gives you anything, there's that. I would just say the story and the direction it's going in is becoming much more clear and enjoyable in the second half of the book. That's what I would say. Also, it is fun for some more subjectivity. I did start reading this on, I think it was on the winter solstice. I think I started reading it on the 21st this last year. And I'm now reading it through the Yule season. I'm actually finishing it. I have 30 pages left. So I'll probably finish it tonight. Unless something crazy happens, or then tomorrow. Which is kind of finishing it through like actual Yuletide. So it is fun reading a book like this during the season. I bet if you were reading this in like fucking April, you might be like, you know, I don't know. The word of the day is delirium. I thought it'd be funny to use the new emote. Delirium. Okay, how do we use delirium? There's gonna be a chance to use delirium today in the game. I know it. I know it. Hi, Mars! Mars is here. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I got you. Obviously, I have to actually reach part 2 to actually see what you mean exactly, but I'm looking forward to it. I hope you enjoy it. Jack, at the least, I'm confident, regardless of how we feel of the book, I'm confident the discussion's gonna be fun. I'm at the point now where I know I got like 4 major talking points, and knowing me, there's a lot more that I'm gonna talk about. Y'all are gonna want to talk about. I'm excited for it. It's gonna be great. I am enjoying this book. I would say more than I enjoyed Tender is the Flesh. So if you were in the Tender is the Flesh conversation, that should also probably help people gauge. I'll keep it on the list. I'll try it for a 3. That's fair. Definitely saving it for next winter. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it then, especially for the vibe. It's a unique read for sure. Highly recommend you get it as a library book if available. Yeah, that's true too. E-reader copy cost me $12, though I'm not crying over the money spent despite the struggle. Oh, I'm sorry it's not like a deep read, Jack. That comes with book clubs, though. You know, you go in, you try something. Sometimes it's a fucking hit. Sometimes it's not. But I am confident, no matter what, if anyone does the book club, I never want anyone to feel like they regret a book. So I'm gonna make the threads and the discussion fucking worth it for anyone's time. Okay? We're gonna bond. Whether you love it or you hate it. Does the Krampus copy have art too, like Slewfoot? It does. It does. I actually posted this on Discord, but I think it got buried by some other questions. Guys, it's got Hot Santa. Hold on. Have you guys seen Hot Santa? Look at him. Can you see him? Look at Hot Santa. Crazy. And then you've got this freak. Look at him. Look at the star of the show. The art's actually really great. And unlike Slewfoot, there's a reason Santa is fucking jacked. There's also little, spoiler, but not really. In the fronts of each chapter, there are pencil and charcoal drawings. So there'll be that in the fronts of each chapter too. I don't think Slewfoot had that. I do not think. God, that's great English. My e-reader copy does. It looks like crap because it's on an e-reader. That would, yeah, that would hurt. Gets in the way of the fork too. Must be annoying. God damn it. Rick and his crazy fork. If you don't know, it's on Discord. It's in the book session. It's cursed. It's cursed. The fork is really hindering the overall reading experience. I should tape it to the back. I'm too stubborn. They'll be more available secondhand by the time I get to it. Seems like they're all around. Okay, like 8 pounds. Hot Santa, yeah! Wow. Yeah, Hot Santa is like that for a reason, guys. No regrets on the book. I knew the risks and I don't hate it at all. I'm just like not excited to pick it up. No, that's fair. I've definitely been that way. The worst case I've had that with book club, which I think I talked about this last week with my Storygraph wrap up for the year, was City of Last Chances. That one was really hard for me to pick up. I think it took 2.5 months for me to finish, which is long. I normally finish a book in about 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, depending on length, how busy I am, whatever. But no, I get you. I'm glad you don't have regrets at least. But even if you did, I do try to, like, I don't know. I get it. Not every book is going to be a banger, you know? That's how it is. I do try to pick bangers. Or at least interesting things. The art is way better than I get on the e-reader. Not even because e-reader problems, it's just different art. Oh, really? Oh, you're probably talking about, Jack, you're probably getting the chapter art. The charcoal drawings I'm talking about. Yeah, in the middle of these books, and Slewfoot is like this. In the middle of the printed copies, there's a glossy paged section. And it's like you can tell I think you can see. Yeah, the paper quality is just a little bit different. And it's like actual prints of the characters. And it's super well done. Very, very, very well done. Hi, Moss. Welcome. Guys, it's got Hot Santa. Seems appropriate words to enter in on. How do you feel about Hot Santa? I wonder if Brom herself makes the art. I think it's a him. Wait, himself? I assume Brom was a lady. I wonder why. I will say Brom writes very good characters. You get into the psyche of some really fucked up stuff, especially from a woman's perspective, even though he is a dude writing it. But it's quite good. It makes your stomach turn because of how well written it is, and you're like, oh, this is fucking gross, but it's accurate. Glossy, sturdy paper! I love it. Yeah, I think I'm getting the charcoal chapter art, and I'm not convinced it's even the same. I'll post some pictures to the Dizzy. I'm curious. You should. I'm super curious. I'll try to take good pictures of what's in my copy, and we can compare notes, because now I'm super curious. You can tell he went through... He has his books published in such a odd ratio. And then you can also tell he cares a lot about his art, because he's a horror illustrator as well as an author. Like, those are both like equally parts of his job, I guess you can say. And you can tell he wants the publisher, like, I'm gonna have my illustrations published in this, in the middle, good paper, the kind of paper you'd want the prints on. And it's good shit. I'm glad they do that for him. Actually, what is the publisher? Isn't it like Harper? It is Harper. At least my copy is. Good for them. Good for them. I am also excited to get back to, do you guys remember I was reading Hild? Because I was asking, I think, some questions on here about Anglisk versus Irish and British, the languages, how they describe it in the book. I haven't picked that book up in like 3 weeks because I've just been going for Krampus. And I desperately need to get back to that and Lord of the Rings. Apparently he has 3 of his artworks as paintable miniature busts too. Really? Wait, that's cool. Which ones? Krampus would be a sick one. I would definitely have a bust of Krampus. I don't even know if I would like use it as Krampus, but it's a really cool design. Do you know what I mean? You dropped the art in the book club channel. No need to look at it now, but I kind of want to. I kind of want to see. Hold on. It's in the book club channel. Oh, I see. Huh. Some of it is different. Hold up, I'll pull this up so y'all can see. Some of it is different. I think some of it's the same, but you're right. The quality is just not great. Hold up, where's my... I know how to operate OBS. Please hold. There we go. No, you're right. Some of it is like... Let me see. This is chapter 5? Hold up. This is just from part 1. Okay. So it is the same, but I would say the quality looks different. Like, I just saw the Santa one running with his bag. Let me go to... Oh, you know what it is? You know what it is? Okay. They're the same drawings. They look a lot flatter. Hi, Annabelle! Welcome in. They look a lot flatter, as in, like, more graphic and amateurish, because... there's less depth to the value. So what I mean by that is if you look at mine, this is the same picture. Okay, I can't see my fucking camera. Hold on. So here's mine. You see how mine, the darks go darker? Like, especially in the corner here, there's kind of like a vignette, occlusion shadow going on. These in the tracks get darker. So because there's more contrast, it'll look better. That's a joke. If you're an amateur artist, one of the first things you check is your values. And it's because a lot of times if you're more amateur or beginner or new, a lot of times they're afraid to use dark colors, like truly dark. Like if this is the spectrum of like pure white to pure dark, they'll use this and they're afraid to use any of this down here. Whereas like really there's tricks to what percentage of which values you should use to make a drawing look good. All this is to say, the e-reader cannot look dark. And that's why it looks bad. It makes his art look more amateurish than it actually is, which is sad because it does not look like that. GG's. That's what it means. I just realized I hit my teacher mode. I entered teacher mode like halfway through that. I was like, I need to shut up. I need to turn this off. It really is just e-reader problems. Yeah, it really is. Less D to the V for short. What? What? I'm okay with this. I would just be annoyed if I was getting different art altogether. Yeah, no, it's just an e-reader thing, unfortunately. Hey, yo. Nodders? Let's D to the E. Yes, yes. Because going for the deep color is scary. Oh, no, it 100% is. That's to say, like, I don't want that to sound like a dig either. But that is a very, very common thing. If you find yourself, if anyone here ever picks up painting or drawing in the future, hear these words. If you think it looks bad, you should probably go darker. Don't be afraid. And everyone has to teach themselves that. It 100% makes the difference. It does. You don't have a nodder emote? That's embarrassing for me. I full sent that. I mean, I didn't think it was embarrassing. I took it. Maybe I should make a nodders emote. I could do that. We could write that down on my ever-growing list. Guys, I had an idea to add. You know that, oh yeah, here we go. Nodders. It's on the list. Yo! Dim! Hey, yo, what does button do? Dim, thank you for 16 months. How are you doing? We're talking about Krampus a little bit. You can also use one from, oh, there's one on, okay, I do use Better Twitch TV. I'll write that down to remember that. Because I do like switching those out every now and again. I want to find ones people like to use. So, yeah, I'll look that up. Depth to value! That's what it means. The D to the V. It's slang. I don't know. I would love for you to elaborate on the values thing at some point. I was taking notes. Yeah, I absolutely will. I love talking. Obviously, y'all know I love talking. But yeah, if anyone ever has art questions or want to talk about art, I mean, you guys know I'm down to talk. I'm D to T about anything. I know down to fuck is the thing. Don't at me. I was trying to make a joke and it came out bad. I regret everything. I have no sound because I have a giant towel on my head. I will get some food when I'm able to wear headphones and I'll be here 100%. Thank you. Hope you had a nice shower. But hell yeah. I just realized why I thought Brahm was a woman. Because on the cover of Slewfoot it says Brahm and then there's an image of Abatha. My Neanderthal brain went, that's Brahm. No, I do stuff like that too. Okay, this is kind of funny. I actually gender people sometimes on Twitch chat, even though I don't really know y'all's gender unless it comes up through conversation or like I hear someone else say something. Or maybe it's on your tag. Like I see Moss has like they, them, right? Sometimes I just assume people's gender and I remind myself, because you guys know I like to talk to chatters, kind of like I'll point out your name and be like, oh, so-and-so said this thing or whatever. And I really got to try to like tone that back because I realize like I don't know who the fuck they are. and maybe I have it right, but also maybe I don't, which is why I always say, if I do misgender you, please correct me. Because obviously I don't want to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes you just like, I've done that before where it's like a person will be in Twitch chat and maybe I'm talking with people who, let's say I'm talking with like 2 or 3 other people are active in chat and they're all women or femmes. And then I'll just assume that other person is like femme too. And then I'm like, oh wait, I shouldn't have done that. You went back to the gym today? Let's go. That car doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Let's go, Dim. That's awesome. I'm right behind you. After that 5K, I didn't really exercise too much, but yesterday I walked at least. Today, I think I'll do that again, and tomorrow I go back to weights. I'm excited. Does that mean your respiratory issues are finally getting better? Oh shit, that's true. We gotta hear about that. This makes sense why I didn't understand what you meant at first. You've always been balls to the wall on color, and contrast. So it never occurred to me. Oh, me? Wait, do you mean me? Because I do try to go balls to the wall. Like this? I do. This is just my lighting style, which is a whole other thing I could get into. There we go. That's that. I still have a cough, but it's like residue now. I was cleared to go work out after all the tests came back okay. I'll just get back into my routine and see an ENT in Turkey this summer. Yeah, and like Dim, definitely, I mean, I know you probably know this, but like take it slow. Yeah. I know you're probably chomping at the bit to get back into it, but I would just hate if something like resurged and then you're like, oh my God, it's back. I had the ginger brat badge, it's true. But it is helpful. It also just helps like a streamer or like anyone on like a text, you know, like an email or something, like know a little bit more about you. Alyssa, you know what they say when you assume that I'm an ass. I know. I already make an ass out of myself all the time. If you guys were there Friday at our redacted stream over on Alex's channel, right, where Alex and I are doing the duo streams, we started playing Expedition 33. And we didn't get very far. We were just like in like Tutorial Island before they actually go on the expedition. Oh my God, no, Alyssa. And we were talking to some kids. And the kids were, I was just making a joke. For which Echo already figured out. Leave it there, Alyssa. There's clips of it. I just said some really bad things about kids and I was trying to make a joke. And then they came in with like, well, I guess we have to go back to the orphanage. And I was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. You gotta watch the clip. Anyways, I do make an ass of myself. That was a really bad stream for it too. People who don't have better Twitch TV enabled. Oh, can't see my pronouns. Okay, I'm sorry. I did misunderstand. Always assumed she, her, me because username is pink. That's true. Also, another thing that probably adds to that, Moss, is that I feel like cosplayers most of the time are women or femme. I know not all the time, but and also that could just be a my feed thing, but my feed is probably like other people's feeds too. I feel like I see a lot of femme cosplayers. So maybe the two of them together, people just make that, what did Rick call it? Neanderthal connection of just like, oh yes, this is it. I've always been like that, so it never occurred to me as something to pay attention to. Oh, interesting, Moss. Yeah. I could definitely do like, I've wanted to do that before whenever, this channel used to lean way more towards art streams. I used to do art streams most of the week. I streamed 3 days a week. I did 2 art streams and 1 game stream. Obviously, that's not the case anymore. But I don't know. I don't want to leave art behind in the dust either because I still love making art and still want that to be a part of my journey. I just realized, as I said before, I spread myself too thin. I get too excited about too many things, and I need a niche down for a little bit instead of just trying to do 6 things at once and half-ass all of them. You know what I mean? So I would like to get back to art stuff. Maybe one day I can do that again, or even just do like art critiques or reviews or like something like that on stream. Because y'all know also I love events. I'm actually planning this week. I have written down, I'm officially making the list and the schedule for the cosplay streams I owe you guys. The actual cosplay stream, as well as I think I'm going to start making it on stream maybe a little bit. And my French horn recital. You will be getting a French horn recital from me within the next probably 4 to 5 weeks. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be great. Nah, let it out. Yeah, I did. I apparently made fun of some orphans. I think I even said something along the lines of like, where are your parents? And then they were like, time to go back to the orphanage. And I was like, oh my God. Where are your I literally said something along those lines. And then the next line of dialogue was them leaving. And they were like, all right, time to go back. Oh, I don't want to go back to the orphanage. I don't like it there or something. It was something like that. It was bad. It was bad. I was a terrible human being. You and Alex kept doing that during the prologue. It was hilarious. Yeah, it was more than once. It was more than once. You're here for the horn. I realized I'm supposed to actually have a rehearsal tonight because orchestra rehearsals and stuff are normally on Monday evenings, and we're picking back up after holiday break. And I haven't played my horn since maybe mid-December. Sometimes that's good, though. If anyone here, I don't know if vocalists are like this, but instrumentalists definitely are. Maybe vocalists are too. Have you guys ever taken a break from your instrument? It's like you play every day, and daily practice is obviously like good. You should do it, especially if you're taking it seriously or even just as a serious hobbyist or whatnot. But then sometimes you take a week off or you go on vacation for 2 weeks or whatever, and you come back and then suddenly it's better. It's like that time off allowed you to let it percolate. Yeah, you got to let it stew. That's the fucking best. It used to happen to me with sports sometimes too. And I always thought it was like my body getting to like fully recover before going back into whatever athletic endeavor I was doing, right? Definitely need longer breaks periodically. Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping that's what this is. And maybe I'll sound wonderful for you all. I do think, just as a heads up, when I was writing all this down, stuff I got to schedule for the coming quarter, now that we're in the new year, I do think the French horn recital is going to be on a Saturday because I think I'm going to set it up downstairs in our, like, you know how where we did like the gingerbread stream and that kind of thing. So I do think it's going to be on a Saturday, but we'll see. Alyssa, have you and Alex considered playing Split Fiction or It Takes Two? My partner and I are approaching the end of Split Fiction, and I've really been enjoying it. Creative and visually pleasing. I don't know if we've like explicitly asked each other about it, but if he's here, I would love that. Especially Split Fiction. I do like It Takes Two, but I feel like I've seen enough of it that I'm not as like surprised anymore. Like I know what happens to the elephant, you know what I mean? Split Fiction I know nothing about outside of it's about my two favorite genres in the entire world, and that sounds great. I would love to do that. So we might do that on our Redacted channel. Sometimes I have to put down a video game at a hard section boss after toiling, sweating, swearing for an hour. And then when I return to it the next day, you one-shot it. Yeah, something about the rest in your brain being able to process and your nerves settling. I completely agree. I noticed that a lot with my instrument, but you're right. Like, speaking of sports, I didn't think about that with games. Games do that. Do you guys remember when I'd play Blueprints last year and I'd come back to the next day and be like, I had a dream. I know how to solve this puzzle now. And the next day would be great. It was fantastic. Hi, Tyson. Hello. Happy Monday. Dying to play Split Fiction. Play, not splay. That's okay. I got you. I think Split Fiction is vastly superior to It Takes Two. I think that's controversial. Is it really? I must say, as a vibe, I feel more drawn to Split Fiction than It Takes Two. This might be controversial. It Takes Two is a fantastic game. I feel like when it won Game of the Year, it came out during a year that was a little bit of a dud. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it went up against a lot of the heavy hitters from this last year. Do you guys notice that games alternate years? Alex and I were talking about this yesterday. Sorry, I'm going on another tangent. Do you know how it's like 2025, crazy year. So many games could have been Game of the Year. 2024, though, kind of slower. Go back another year, 23, we got fucking Baldur's Gate. Huge year of games. Year before that, kind of a dud. And I'm a little sad about that because that means if the pattern continues, 2026 is going to kind of suck a little bit. I'm not excited about that. So I kind of want them to break the trend, but also we've got like 5 years of data at this point. So I don't know. My laptop died. Oh, I see you came back. I'm back now though. Posted what I mean by balls to the wall about color and contrast and art share. Okay, Moss, I'm going to take a look at that later. Because if you want me to talk more about that, I'm your gal. I love it. I do also, I don't know if you're interested. I do talk about some art stuff on, you'll see the YouTube links posted sometimes on the chat here. If you go to my actual Alyssa Sketches YouTube channel, I do have some art videos there where I talk about my process. I show my entire process and I kind of talk about things that I could be doing better, what I learned from certain exercises, what I should do better past that. I don't know if you're interested in like art content, you can look that up. I'm not posting there regularly now, but I do intend to go back to that. Again, it's the whole, I got to focus on one thing at a time. I do intend to go back to that and like add to it more, but right now I just think I need to focus on the stuff here, which I'm cool with. But if you're interested, that is there. I don't know why I wrote it that way, but yeah, great games. It Takes Two is so campy and the story was bizarre. It is campy, which I'm starting to learn. Maybe Jack doesn't like camp, and that's okay. Not to sidetrack the convo, but what is the purpose of putting the fist into the opening of the French horn? I was like, fist? What's he talking about? Okay, hold on. Hold on one sec. Rick, I'm going to get to that. Let me just catch up with a couple more comments, and I'd be happy to answer that question extensively. I don't know. It Takes Two stories might be better, in my opinion. I don't know if it's in support of... wait. I don't know. Okay, wait. I don't know if it's in support of that take, but Phil and I never finished It Takes Two. We've restarted it twice. We did finish Split Fiction. Interesting. It won Game of the Year during a weak year for sure. It did some unique and creative things for sure. It was great, but definitely had no competition. Yeah, like that's the thing. I don't want to take away from its win, but also you throw that shit against like a Baldur's Gate. I even think if you throw it against maybe even like Kingdom Come 2. I don't know. Or like Blueprints. Blueprints was one of my games of the year. I think it got snubbed. Not over Expedition 33. I wish it got a nomination. But alas. I'm very proud of the pieces I posted in there. Dope, you'll check it out. Thank you. I can't wait to see your stuff too. I'm going to let Alyssa the expert answer this. I'm going to, preemptively say I think it's insane that it was built to inherently require that at all times, unlike the euphonium, which doesn't. Okay, I'll answer the question. Oh, wait, this is very interesting. I adored It Takes Two. Really want to play it again. I do see how it's not everyone's thing, though. Maybe my specific flavor of absurd. Now, see, I'm not saying I also don't want to play it. It's more like, I think you guys know, I like to go into games blind when I stream them because I like a true reaction on stream with very, very few exceptions, being like maybe Stardew Valley or Baldur's Gate 3, because I love those games so much. As you can, I'm wearing a fucking Baldur's Gate shirt. I'm wearing a shirt for one today. So I feel like if we had to pick one to do sooner, it'd probably be Split Fiction, just because that would be more of a new experience for both of us. We've watched Let's Plays on It Takes Two. So I think having seen a lot of it before would probably take away some of the fun. Y'all ever fist your horn? Well, I do every time I play. So a lot of this has to do with the evolution of the horn. And what does that mean? Because nothing is ever easy with French horn. The French horn started as, have you guys ever seen on the Christmas cards? It's the mouthpiece, and it circles around, and then there's the bell, and it's the horn, right? And you see that all the time on like Christmas cards, and they put like holly in the middle and shit, right? Want me to bring your horn up? Sure. You wanna? This will be like pre-game for the French horn recital. Alex! Guys, I'm gonna fist my horn on stream. Can you believe it? Are you gonna play the Ireland game? That is the game I'm gonna be playing today. Indeed, you've guessed it. Hi, Sigma. I hope you're doing well. Okay, well, I wait for Alex to get my horn. Hold up. I respect camp for camp's sake, but definitely extra critical of it. No, that's fair. I know, listen, campiness is not everybody's thing. I totally understand it. I do like it, but I also don't like seek it out either. Get it. Ooh, thank you.
Also, I saved a cardinal. It got stuck in our patio.
It did?
Yeah, I kept going back and forth between the same two screens. I was like, get out there, you idiot. And it did.
Oh, Alex saved a bird. Jack! Jack's leaving. Show the torso.
But I'm wearing the same sweater I always wear.
It's okay. It's okay. Come here. It's okay, love. But it's because you like it so much.
I just called the cardinal an idiot.
Did he just call you an idiot? No, he did call a cardinal an idiot, though, which I also don't approve of, but that's okay.
Well, I kept going back and forth between the same two things.
He saved its life. Maybe it was freaking out because a big giant was there.
I'm out of breath from going up the stairs.
Okay, thank you for bringing this up.
And you got Percy now.
Percy, you want to hang out with me? Okay, Percy's hanging out too. If you weren't, we wouldn't recognize the torso. Oh my god. Okay, so that's a dope sweater. Thank you. I got it for Alex for Christmas last year, and I was very proud of that find. Man's got to run a few more midnight 5Ks. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. This is part of it. This is part of it. Ugh. Okay. This is the pregame for the French horn recital. I hit enter. Hottest torso on Twitch. Okay, so I should probably also take off my rings while I'm doing this. Rings are not good. At least with my horn. Look at that rich patina. I know. So I have a Yamaha 867 Custom, which is my baby. It is an unlacquered horn. It's a Geyer wrap, if any French horn players know what that is. It also has a detachable bell. Can we see Percy? I wish you could, but my camera doesn't do that. It's a lot easier to see him now in the redacted streams. Maybe I'll get him up on my lap when we start the game. I hate to hand it to the French horn, but that's gorgeous, isn't it? Isn't it a fucking dream? There were only a certain amount of these horns made, and I got it from a guy who specializes in only French horns in Boston, and I had it shipped to me when I was in college. It's a sexy horn. It is. So before I answer Rick's question, Rick, I hope you're still there. I'm so sorry it's taking so long. French horns can have a detachable bell, which is what this is. So the instrument normally looks like this. But for travel's sake, I can take it off, and I have a special backpack where I put this in a soft spot, and this sits on top like this. So it's much easier to carry. So to answer the thing about the fist and the bell, I'm going to start with why the fuck is it wrapped this way? The French horn is something like, it's like 25 to 35 feet of tubing or something. It's fucking crazy. So they wrap it around a whole lot. And what they used to do is the horn was made because it was for hunting horns. So like, you know, like we're going on the hunt. So what they would do is they didn't have all this shit in the middle because it wasn't wrapped up like that. So they would just have the mouthpiece, they'd wrap it up in a circle, and the bell would stick out on this side. And the bell was normally a little smaller than what you see now. So all this was empty, and you would stick your arm through it, and you'd wear it like a purse. And so you'd ride on your horse, and whenever you needed to blow, you would hold it up like this, and you'd blow into the horn. And the idea was like the horn was used for hunting calls to communicate very, very long distances. Like the Horden Peak. Actually, though, you're not fucking wrong. Which is why you'll hear hunting calls and they all kind of use the same intervals and stuff, right? Oh, are they still in use today? Well, there you go. So same deal. They'll look a lot different than an orchestral horn, but you'll see the general shape. They'll probably also be a different size. So what happens is, as music evolves and brass instruments and woodwind instruments evolve, I would say string probably starts evolving first. Like you start seeing like what becomes modern day violin and stuff, whatever. Brass instruments probably are the newest as far as like evolving goes. This is all, I'm speaking in huge generalities here. But when the French horn starts joining the orchestra, it becomes this size. It's about this big. Sorry, gotta keep the mic on me. Okay, percussion. I forget about percussion. You will have your mouthpiece here. It's about this big. It does not have any of these valves, though. I also have this valve by my thumb. That definitely wasn't there. It doesn't have any of this. And it's still pretty empty in the middle. But I do have my hand in the bell. So I have my hand in the bell for 2 reasons. Really, one main one at first. That is how you change fucking notes. That is how you change fucking notes on the horn. So, okay, hold on, wait. Let me read some messages. Hold on. People understandable. That's nice because otherwise French horn cases are crazy. They are. Mine's really nice. I actually got it decorated with Zelda pins, and it's like a nice regular backpack. The friend finder. It is a friend finder. Like the hunt. Rip percussion. Alex makes a good point. No, he does. I just forgot. Percussion probably predates fucking everything, right? It's just like hit a drum, boom, you're done. Maracas, there's probably all kinds of stuff. Unga Bunga performed on the coconut ages before string instruments existed. Okay, listen, you need or want to schedule a horn or band themed AMA for the stream, you play that. Yes, Rick, that's actually part of what I'm planning. So it's going to be a whole, I think, Saturday stream where I'm going to play probably just one piece, but it's going to be a classical piece. One that I would assign to probably advanced high schoolers or early college age students. I'm going to play it with accompaniment the way I would at a true recital and do the whole shtick. And then I'm going to have an AMA for the rest of the stream where you can ask me any question you want about band, orchestra, being a classical musician, anything you fucking want. Is the mouthpiece the one where it's enough to blow, or one of those where you have to into the mouthpiece? All brass instruments you have to buzz. So my free buzzing is that's what I have to do into a mouthpiece to get it to play. I'm sorry if that was audio hell. Oh, hell yeah, people be smacking shit. The ones you're thinking about where you blow, there's still a vibration, but the vibration typically comes from a reed. So like a clarinet or a saxophone, you still have an embouchure you have to worry about. You normally tuck in your bottom lip. The reed sits on the bottom lip, and then when you blow into that, the reed is what vibrates. Whereas with a brass instrument, my lips is what's causing the vibration. I found a replacement for fart number 2. We gotta make that on stream too. And then there's the flute derogatory. Yeah, flute kind of sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, flute's a weirdo. And it does have a vibrative sound, but it happens differently. Reed is much less sensory hell. Yeah, especially free buzzing. What I just did is called free buzzing. And free buzzing is very difficult to do. Like, free buzzing is considered very intense. What I just did, whatever I'm doing into the mouthpiece, I have to work less hard. Free buzzing is considered like an advanced technique. Free buzzing rattles my nose. Yeah, it does. And the more you do it, the more that sensation goes away. I never feel that sensation anymore, but it's because I used to free buzz like 30 minutes a day, sometimes an hour a day. And that didn't include my regular 4 hours of practice. I used to practice a lot. Stupid. Anyways, I need to get back to Rick's original question. So the thing is, with the bell, you stick the hand in the bell, right? Let me put my bell on. So there's no buttons to change notes at this point when they start putting the horn in the orchestra. And they're like, what do we do about this? Jesus, 4 hours? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Your girl used to practice 4 hours a day. And that was practice. That did not include rehearsals. I used to have rehearsals my senior year of college from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. with, I think, an hour and a half total of breaks. I had 1 hour and then a 30-minute dinner break. It was wild. I was really going to do this. And I stopped. So I put my hand in the bell like this. Another thing is, it's not a fist. I'm not closing my hand and sticking it in. me see if I can get this on the camera. My hand's actually doing this. It's open. I make a cup shape like this or like a sickle shape. And it's open for some sound to get out. However, when you change notes, your hand is up in there enough that I use my wrist. My wrist is on a hinge, right? So I am opening it all the way, closing it a little bit, all the way. You can close it all the way, and that's a technique called stopped horn. But that's how they used to change notes, was you can fine tune and change the notes based on the position of your hand. And before they had buttons, that's how they did that. Then, come some 50, 100 years later, they invent the buttons. Thank fuck. Because you can imagine when you use your hand to change notes, some of the notes sound bad. And they do. The tone turns to shit, and it sounds muffled, and it ain't good. Some composers were smart and used that to their advantage if they wanted, an orchestral sound to sound maybe tinny or a little more bratty. Some of them didn't, and they suffered. So when they added the buttons, you might be thinking, maybe they'll take the hand out. No. And there's a reason why. The horn, the tone sounds a lot less pretty when your hand is out of it. It sounds a lot more spread. And typically, you guys know that, like, we refer to it as like a dark, mellow sound that you hear when a horn plays a great solo in like a film score or something, right? Classic is like Leia's theme from Star Wars or something, right? Or like when Luke's staring at the twin sunset or whatever. Those horn solos sound the way they do with that richness, partly because the hand is in the bell. And as I've said before, recording French horn is such a bitch because part of what you're recording isn't the horn sound, it's reflections. So it's the sound bouncing off the hand meat. And then because it's pointed behind me and not towards the orchestra, it's bouncing off the walls behind me and then hitting the audience. And that extra layer of physics does affect the horn sound. And it's just stuck ever since. It's kind of nice though, because whenever I do play in ensembles, have you guys ever... Sorry, I gotta put that down. Have you guys ever seen trombonists, like because they play on a slide, if they're out of tune, they can just move their slide a little bit? I do that with my hand. I literally just play, and instead of making adjustments with my mouth, if I'm flat or sharp, I just move my hand little bits. That's what I do. And it works every fucking time. Works every fucking time. Anyways, that's the horn. Welcome. Welcome to band, everybody. Welcome to my band class. It's been an hour. Oh no. I wanted to play clarinet in band during my year in American school in Budapest. Really? My parents bullied me into choosing trombone or nothing. I went with nothing? Wait, trombone can be so cool though. I respect you wanting to play clarinet though. And they're very different instruments, so I get that. Ironically, the instrument I wanted to play at first was flute. And I do love good flute playing, but me, I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad Alyssa doesn't play the flute right now. You know what I mean? Sometimes I miss playing cello, but also can't even get myself to play my guitar. Yeah. That's something that I always pick up guitar every few years. I get pretty far with it. Not too good, but like enough that I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this. The thing that's making me pick up horn again consistently is that I go to weekly rehearsals. And if it weren't for the weekly rehearsals making me go to play it, I would still be struggling with it. So I don't know, maybe something like that would, if you want to play cello again, maybe like a weekly group or something would help. I haven't free buzzed in years. Did you used to play a brass instrument, Moss? Doesn't happen when the mouthpiece is supporting your embouchure. Yeah. Yep. Having spent years trying to make my farts sound different with my hand, I can attest to this. Stop! That's so cursed. That's so fucking cursed. Okay. I'm loving the explanation, but I thought I made a quick question. My apologies to anyone in chat who now hates me for derailing the entire stream. I like talking about it. I don't know, maybe somebody learned something today. At least you get to see my pretty horn. That guy's my baby. I spent all of my college loan money on them. Not all of it, but I did. I did spend quite a bit. Actually, no, I sold my old horn. I think I sold my old one for $5,000. That took up a lot of it. So that helped a lot. My brother played the oboe for like 1 year. Man, was he bad at it. Fucking torturous. Guys, oboe is probably one of the worst instruments to start on. Especially if you don't have a teacher or you don't know what the oboe is supposed to sound like. You'll sound like a dying duck. Like actually, like a duck slowly getting run over by like a tank. That's what a new oboe will sound like. You know, to my shame, I must admit I totally mixed up clarinet and saxophone. It's not a sharp night for Rick. Saxophone makes more sense. As an old sort of band director, my husband definitely is an old band director. The two instruments that we were always prepared for, we were like, okay, how are we going to convince not everyone to play the same two things? Everyone came in wanting to be a saxophone player or a drummer. Not a percussionist, a drummer. It was always one of those two. And you always had to like have a thing ready to be like, but look at this. Isn't this cool? It was easy for me with horn because I would pick up my own horn and play film shit. And then they'd be like, oh my God, that's cool. It's just because a lot of times people don't know what the instruments are capable of, you know? I played clarinet in school. I had to quit because my breathing was too fucked. Okay, couldn't do it comfortably. But I missed it. Got myself a tin whistle last year. Oh, to scratch the toot itch. I unironically kind of want to get good at tin whistle because it's actually, or I guess, do we call them penny whistles here? They're actually really hard to make sound good because you don't need a lot of air, but holy shit, controlling that, again, it's easy to sound really bad on it. I hope you're enjoying that. That's great. I love playing the trombone. I could just stick my lips in the mouthpiece to play it and never worry about it. That's amazing. Trombone with the slide freaks me out. Like the placement of notes and stuff when I was growing up, I was like, I need buttons. I never owned my cello. Oh, you don't have an instrument to play. Haven't played in 10 years. I hope one day, if you really want to, you get that back. I have a friend of mine that grew up, she took harp lessons growing up. She played flute in school band, but she also grew up, you know, sometimes parents will stick you in piano lessons when you're really young. She did that with harp lessons, which is much less accessible than a piano, but she loved it. And then she eventually owned a harp. She sold it when she went to college, which she still says is like one of her biggest regrets in life ever. We've all done that thing where we sold something we thought we had grown past in high school. Like, I don't need this anymore. I need the money for this new thing. And now, of course, she's like, why the fuck did I do that? And she's kind of like you with the cello, where she like is like, maybe I could rent a harp, or maybe I can save up to buy one day. But she's also like an adult with bills, and it's hard to plan for that kind of shit sometimes, you know? I don't know. I hope, like her, I hope you can get that one day. As in, sure does sound like a dying duck. It do when you first start. No hate on the clarinet, though. Out of flutes, that would be my jam. From the strings, alto violin. Oh, like the viola, maybe, is what... That's what we call it here, at least. That's cool, though. No, I definitely know what you mean. No hate to clarinet. No kid. I think I've met 2 kids in my entire life, and I've tested a lot of middle school kids to go into band. I think 2 kids in my entire life ever told me, first shot, I want to play clarinet. Normally, they have to see a professional play clarinet, hear what it sounds like in different scenarios. Maybe someone plays for them in person, or they try the clarinet themselves and realize, oh, this feels good. Like, I like to play this. But yeah, out of the easily hundreds, maybe even thousands of kids I've tested on instruments. Actually, yeah, I think it is thousands of kids I've tested on instruments. I think 2, I remember saying, I want to play this. Can I try it? I'd be like, wow, thank God. Let's go. Hi, Infame. Welcome in. That's why I went with it. Really light on the air, all down to precision of breath control. It's super fun. It is. Good for you going through that. And like, hey, if you ever want, I would love to hear it one day. Also, if you just want to keep that to yourself, totally get it. Cause man, good penny whistle. That's hard. That's hard to do. How's your day going? Mine is good. It honestly had a bit of a rough start, but I'm having a great time chatting with y'all. And you got yourself some good news? Is it from your application? Maybe? I found an excellent shop in Edinburgh that rent violins and violas for a really sensible price. So I will hopefully finally be starting that this year. Dying to play fiddle. Fiddle's so cool, man. I have a friend of mine from college who's also classically trained. Like, she studied in the violin studios, but her senior year, she also started getting into fiddling competitions, which is a different style than classical. But I mean, she was really good at what she did, so it wasn't too hard for her to like start to study like the fiddling craft for what it is too. And apparently there's a lot of fiddling competitions over here that she started traveling around and going to. And I just thought that was so cool. Thought that was neat. I stopped playing cello because I was really only playing in order to get scholarships. I was second chair, but nowhere near the skill level of the first chair. I kind of realized it was a way too much stress for something I wasn't even good enough to be top the kid in my, or like, yeah, the top kid in school. I was never going to beat anyone out for scholarship, especially because my heart wasn't in it. I hate when music does that though, and it takes the fun out of it for people like that. That's kind of what I'm going through right now, where like I'm going through a recovery period, or like recovering my relationship with my instrument, because it was bad. It was because I was doing it for like a career and I practiced so much, as I just mentioned, I really tied all of my sense of worth to it. Like, if I wasn't getting jobs, if I was missing notes at performances or whatever, I was like, that's awful. I'm worthless. Like, this isn't going the way it should be going. What am I doing then? I'm just wasting my time. Like, I'm a waste of space thoughts started creeping in more, you know? And it just ain't healthy. And that definitely started when I was in high school. And then through college, and then like the beginning of a professional career, it was really bad. Windows? Get out of here. So like, I don't know. I can kind of understand what you're talking about. And I saw it happen to some students of my own. And it was something I was so cognizant of as a teacher that I really tried early on to make sure kids weren't going to feel that way. Like, no sense of pressure. Do this because you like it. I can help you get good. And I'm good at that. I'm good at training. But I don't want your sense of worth to be tied to it either. Yeah. I don't know. It's a funny thing. I'm glad I'm coming back to it the way I am now in the community orchestra setting and just having a good time with it. It's made a big difference. Oh, hold on. I missed some shit. Wait up. Not rushing you at all. I was just curious if you said what today's game is called. Yeah, I am going to be playing probably pretty soon once we wrap this up. Seance at Blake Manor, which is a game we played the demo of. And I did very poorly at it, but I think I can do better now. When I was on Insta, there was an amazing penny whistle guy that would post him playing various tunes. Such a pretty instrument. It really is. I passed the racing exam with flying colors. Got the email today, so my racing license is being processed. It's a beginner class, though. But that's the beginning. Dude, congratulations. A license for that's huge. Echo, welcome. Recovery and regeneration. That's actually fantastic for you. Let's go. I had a cousin who played violin and was pretty good. Then his dog ate his violin. That's a true story. Are they okay? Is the dog okay? The violin's not. But what happened? Hello? Excuse me, right? Hi, Rosie. Yo, welcome in. To be honest, I probably would have loved to continue to play trombone, but I was bullied out of band in 6th grade after 1 year and had to struggle to catch up in orchestra in order to get out of the situation. That sucks. See, that was the kind of shit. Alex, as a band director, was really, 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 really good. I had this thought yesterday where I think he and I both care a lot about community building. Oh, it's been that long? Oh, man. She ain't got no chin. I didn't realize it's been that long. Fuck. Alex and I both, I think, really care about community building. And I just had that thought thinking about Twitch stuff yesterday, and then we were talking about our redacted channel. Because even in band, Alex's big thing was obviously, he wanted to make good musicians and the band to sound good. And he was great at that. But he was also like probably one of the best band directors out of our peer group that was good at community building and like building a band that, like, not to sound corny, but like felt a bit more like a family, especially because he was at a rough Title I school. Like when he walked in there, it was bad. It was bad. And I think a lot of the kids even saw like, this is a completely different program than it was after like 2 years of him being there. So I'm sorry you went through that, man. That was something that was really important, I think, for he and I, and him especially. He would like keep an eye out to make sure that didn't happen. Yo, I see Bluebell's here. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I am. I hope you are too. I'm catching up on chat. Shh, I'm talking too much. Oh no. Racing license is called grassroots level racing license. I gotta look that up. That's sick. I'm so glad you're getting licensing for that, because that probably means you'll be able to do more with it now, right? Lurky from the car had to get my daily tarot. It's a good one. It's a good one. Sounds spooky. Blake Manor is a little spooky. I don't think it's a horror game, if anyone's concerned. Well, it's like, okay, it's horror, but it's not like gory. It's like a detective ghost mystery type thing. From the beginning, I pressured myself in orchestra. Had to teach myself 2 years of cello over one summer in order to get in my class. Moss, your story sounds a lot like mine. I was told to my face by my band director, I don't care how good you get, I'm not allowing you to play horn in my band. And I took that personally. So I continued to practice after school and on weekends and eventually broke her down. I didn't get to start playing horn until my senior year of high school in my high school band. Even though I really wanted to. She forced me to stay on percussion, and I said, fuck that. I took this personally. So I kind of feel for you. I think for different reasons, I also had a chip on my shoulder going into professional work in college. I was constantly fighting. It was not the mental setup I should have had from my band director going into that. And I think she knows that now. Like, she and I are friends, and like we've talked more as adults after. Because she was a grad student at my college when I was an undergrad, which was funny. And yeah, it's just, I think we've both made peace with that now. But in high school, I was like, fuck this. The dog was fine. She's alive and well. Her name is Susan. Okay. I was scared you were going to lose your streak, right? I have sound. I have food. My body is ready. Oh, good. Dim. We're playing Blake Manor today. We're playing Blake Manor. It's going to be good. I love a good teacher like that. We definitely tried. I'm sure Alex and I weren't perfect, but we definitely tried to learn from what we went through, you know? Sup, Bloobs? I'll never forget when I called Bluebell Blobs. People were like, Bloobs is here. And I was like, who? Blobs?
2 hours later.
I know. All right. Listen, Rick, half of this is your fault. I have my French horn out here in the open now. I actually have rehearsal tonight. That's probably good for me. I too will never forget evolving into Blob. Oh no. The cousin is the one that married MB. That's hilarious. I'm sorry for their loss. Violins aren't cheap. Unless you get a shit one, but even that's a good pocket of money down the drain. My guy, every story we share makes us more and more similar. That's bogus. I know, it is kind of funny. Why did she hate the horn? It was because percussionists typically tend to be a little bit on the slacking side. If you were a percussionist, I mean you, no disrespect, but we all know the stereotype. And I was the goody two-shoes straight A student that happened to pick percussion when she was in middle school. And she did not want to lose that because I was technically her first chair percussionist. But also, I was really trying to make a name for myself on horn. And I even was like starting to take lessons. I practiced by myself all the time. And she just wasn't having it. She was like, I'm not losing my best percussionist. And that's when she was like, no matter how good you get at this. And I took that personally. The intermediate class will be happening next month, I heard. For now, I could be into sim racing and IRL. Racing events in Fame. That's fucking huge. Congrats. Huge. Your secret father. Hello, beautiful lady. Hello. Dad, you came home. You left for milk long ago. Well, welcome in. Echo God, you're fucking great, man. I love you. Rick can't stand us having fun. My aunt was pissed since she was the one that bought it. I mean, yeah, like violins aren't cheap, dude. Violins, I think, can be the cheapest on the lowest end, but they also can get up to like $5 million. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. You can easily spend $1 million on a violin. You could easily spend $100,000 on a violin. Lynn. I shit you not. It's wild. I also got interested about a sports bike that'd be launching this year, maybe around June, July. Secretly a BMW sport bike around 312cc. Fuck. Alex, I have 2 dads now. Stop. Alex on his haunches like a cat with a puffed up tail. Nah. That's all right. I know you guys are watching my back. I am going to start the game now, though. Now go put some food on the table. You want to keep your secret father hungry? Oh, no. 312cc, fuck, was so clear. Alyssa had no idea what the numbers mean. Okay. Here's how I kind of do, a little bit. It's from Mario Kart. I know CC refers to speed. I feel like 312 is pretty high. But outside of that, no. But that's better than nothing. Goes to wrestle a raccoon behind the dumpster. Yes, daddy. CC is Disney, I got you. The problem is I'm getting a Yamaha R15 sports bike to build up skills for. Is that like an intermediate thing then? Maybe, perhaps. I've got him in my sights. Target acquired. Gang, it's time. It's time to start the game. It only took... What is this game called? Is it The Seance? We're playing The Seance at Blake Manor. We're playing The Seance. Oh, it's the size of the engine. Okay, I did not know that in cubic centimeters. She's a fucking gamer, dude. So, She's a fucking gamer, dude. Am I right that the bigger the number means the faster it goes? Am I right about that? Maybe? Oh no, this is bad. Oh no. I'm gonna start the game. She's a fucking gamer, dude. Not quite. All right. Enlighten me then. Is 312 good? Is that fast? Is that good? Alex rolling up his sleeve. That's my wife and my Echo. They're mine. Oh my God. All right. It's time. Watch your ears as I set this up. That's right. Watch them. You heard what I said. She's a fucking gamer, dude. We love your yapping and trolling, you too. I honestly love when you guys troll me. It makes for a fucking good time. All right, this is a content warning. Okay? Watch yourselves. Content warning. The Seance of Blake Manor is a gothic folk horror and as such touches on a lot of human tragedies experienced throughout history. Every effort has been taken to find a balance between authenticity and sensitivity with the language used. We always appreciate that. Player's discretion is advised. I do wonder if they changed any of the UI for this. Oh, there's content. She's a fucking gamer, dude. Content warning, it's a semi-horror game. Oh my God. Alex, thank you. Is semi-horror. That's a good way to put it. I don't think it's too bad. You're never happy. Continue? I'm starting a new game. Yeah, I'm gonna start a new game. If you were here for the demo, thank you, Moss. You're right. If you were here for the demo didn't suck ass. I sucked ass at the demo. I lost. I did everything wrong. We're gonna start fresh. Cheers. Cheers. And I'll move my camera once we figure out where stuff should be. Okay, that's me.
I'll waste no time, as there's none for wasting.
It's quiet.
From
Wait.
Blake Manor in Connemara.
It's quiet.
Yesterday, a guest went missing.
Why is it so quiet?
A young woman named Evelyn Dean.
I can't skip it. Fuck. Or
Everyone
like-
here carries on as if nothing has happened. She has not left. Of that I am sure.
Okay, that's right. So we're looking for Evelyn.
This envelope contains £200. Please, sir, accept this money and come quick, for I fear she's not long for this world. A further £300 will be paid out if you find her alive. I know the west of Ireland might well be the far side of the world for its distance from you. There's no one else to turn to.
This Irish accent's a little rough.
I hear you are an honourable man, a steadfast investigator, and, perhaps most importantly, godly.
I'm godly?
I pray for the girl that this is true.
Okay. So we're looking for Evelyn. She's disappeared. We get paid $200 by somebody to find them. The Seance of Blake Manor. I'm gonna fix the audio. It's way too quiet. Yeah? Oh! Okay. I should also move my cam maybe to the top-ish? Where is... Maybe like there? Sorry, Disney. Oh! Alright, Friday, day 1. October 29th, 11 p.m. 2 days before Halloween. Oh, yeah.
Dean,
Evelyn Dean.
daughter of the slumlord, Rupert Dean. I wonder if my employer hired me because of my past with her father. Or maybe they don't know of her father's involvement in my brother's death.
What? Wait, that's already a lot to take in. We know the father. My brother died.
I suppose that too will become clear in time.
Oh god, it is blueprints all over again. It's literally blueprints all over again. Look at this. Great art style already. Great art style. Let's see. I need British posh accents, Alyssa. British posh. They're trying to do Irish though, like how they rolled the tree, and like their A's sound kind of Irish, but nothing else does, which is how I know someone's faking it. Just to put the 321cc in more understandable context, the Saturn V rocket is 4.3 million. But isn't it just a little bike? Isn't it just a little bike they're talking about? It's considered beginner class in your country since we have 1,000cc bikes. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then. Then again, cc doesn't mean speed. The performance is determined by the nature of the engine. That makes sense. For example, Davidson has like a 1.4 liter engine that'll be slower than a 600, like a sport bike. Okay, that makes sense. I'm off to either drag race the local raccoon family for control of the dumpster or listen to Gideon. You should definitely listen to Gideon. Thanks for being here, Echo. Bye! I'm definitely gonna raise the volume, for sure. Sorry, Disney, what happened? You got cut off the chopping block at the chat. I hope my explanation made things easier. No, it definitely did. It definitely did. Thank you. Okay, you can run faster by pressing shift. Hate that. Move slower while crouching. Settings can be altered in options. That's exactly what we need to do. Let's do maybe 60? Let me know if that's good, guys, and we'll keep it like that. Sure, I'll save. I can't jump. I can only run. S.
Hello?
Who the fuck is that?
Is somebody there?
Hey. Oh, it's just crows. We like the crows.
What in hell?
No, Ward, you should be chill. I can't. I'm seeing things. The lateness of the hour and the long day of travel must have my nerves on edge. Still, perhaps I will ask. Ask what? Oh, washerwoman! Where's Kestrel? Kestrel, we got the Banshee. Banshee's here. You can check all the evidence you find in records. Press 2. Okay. Records contain a catalog of all the evidence Ward has gathered during his investigation. Some evidence can be examined or analyzed for further information. Okay, you can examine your hiring letter, for example. Let's do that just to see. Oh, and that's just reading it more closely. Which this is everything we just read from the opening. Okay, that's easy peas. Discussable with. But I can examine this. Munster. Ulster. I do not know. Connacht? I don't know how to say that. I know those two though. Luggage. Hastily packed. A photograph of Miss Evelyn Dean. Love the art. The comic book style art is sick. South and east must be, yeah, north. I was gonna say, I think those letters just mean direction. Banshee, run! Yep, we're doomed! It's Connacht? Oh, it might be. Maybe it's just spelled different than what I'm used to. I kind of want to make a sign that says keep pressing shift. Go wave it at a marathon. You should though, that'd be great. Let's look at the garment. There's something in the fountain where I thought I saw that woman. A shawl? So it was actually there. It's Connacht, or it's Connacht, right? I read that already. I thought you were confirming if it was Connacht or not. God. I've got a bad feeling about this place. Do we look at the fountain? A not uncommon centerpiece at a place such as this. So we burned 2 minutes looking at that. Huh. I do remember something being over here in the demo. A bronze statue of a lady. It is not that old, perhaps a few years? Is that her? No, it's not. A dedication to Mary Blake, Marquis's wife. I'm also gonna... There. Now it kind of matches with the text. Have you read Spearwielder's oh my god, Spearwielder's Tale series by R.A. Salvatore? I haven't. Alex has pointed it out a couple times at bookstores. I don't know if he and I have it on our TBRs per se, but I have seen it. Have you read them? Are they good? Though taken from us too soon, she will live on in our hearts and lives through her kind and charitable deeds. Oh my god, that was a lot of stuff added. Okay. Sure. There's a light here. That's weird. Anything else? Weird. Okay. So Mary's gotta be like the mom. Evelyn or something, right? Do we bother going over here? That's it. Okay, let's get the hell inside. Let me in. I remember this with the turnips! Yes! I should check with the front desk for any information on Miss Dean's whereabouts. A jack-o'-lantern. Time is of the essence, she says, burning 3 minutes. If you are to solve the mystery of Blake Manor, time advances when Ward interacts with objects and characters. Yep. Oh, I'm aware. You have until midnight tonight to resolve the mystery of Miss Dean's departure. You'll be free to further explore the manor in the coming days. Okay, so it's telling me now. I didn't read this during the demo. I wandered around and clicked on every little piece of lore I could, and then it hit midnight and it was like, everyone died! The end! Good job. And I didn't know that. I must just miss that little bit of text there. So as much as Alyssa wants to explore and read every bit of folkloric history in this place, time is of the essence, okay? I'm gonna figure this out. There's nobody around. I could ring the bell, or the reception bell, or spend a moment taking in the place first. Not too long. You record your goals and progress in the mystery map. Press 1. You have unlocked a mystery. You should investigate it. Miss Dean's departure. You got it! I've arrived at the manor to confirm if Miss Dean was here, and if no longer present, was the manner of her leaving cause for concern. Oh, I see. So it's helping me out. I got hired, which led to the mystery. Now I need to check-in. It's hella good. I've read them like 7 times. It's 3 books, very easy reads. Almost kids bookish, but fun, entertaining, touches on deep themes of growing up. I do love like a coming of age story. Those are really fun. I'll have to keep that in mind. I have read R.A. Salvatore's Forgotten Realms. I've read one of his Forgotten Realms books, and it was like good. I gave it, speaking of my star system earlier, I gave it 3 stars where it was like, it was good. I don't know if I'll go back to that series, but I would maybe try him again. Especially because his Forgotten Realms series were like his first books ever. Each mystery contains evidence and leads. Evidence provides information to the investigation. Leads is for guidance. Selecting a connection reveals context for why 2 nodes are connected. Okay. Potential connection. I should ring the bell so that I can speak to the manager. I should check into the hotel. I can't believe I did the demo and I just skipped past that, man. I just gave no fucks at all. I do want to read this. Oh, I want to go in so bad. When interacting with a person or an object, you can have more than one option to choose from. Use the scroll wheel to navigate that. Yep. Okay, I'll check in. I'm gonna break the cycle. I'm gonna not listen to my crazy chaotic tendencies.
Yes?
Hello.
Hello, I'm Declan Ward.
Declan! It's a very, very across the pond name.
I see. We did not receive your message, Mr. Ward. Our telegraph machine is broken.
This guy's giving Alan Rickman. Do we see it? If this was a movie, this would have been peak Alan Rickman times, you know?
Regardless, I am Vincent Varley, the manager here. We are quite full at present, but we can fit you in.
This would be great. This would have been great for him. That's cute. One of his kids is named after the dwarven spear wielder. That's really hard for me to say. That's cute, though. Sounds like a you problem, Mr. Receptionist. It does sound like him. This would have been peak Rickman, dude. Okay, his name is Vincent Varley. Quite full.
I'll send words that her room should be prepared, and I'll show you to it as soon as is possible. It shall be no later than midnight.
Okay, so we have until we get to our room to stay in this area and figure out where Evelyn
But
is.
first, we require our guests to sign in, if you would.
The receptionist. Receptionist. Okay, I'll sign in. Sure, I'll sign my name. Okay, you can analyze people, documents, and certain items. Move the magnifying glass to hunt for observations. Oh, this is like in Duck Detective when you do the... Yeah. Okay, Miss Dean's signature. So she signed in a few days ago. So she was here. Only one guest assigned with an X, meaning this gathering has unusually high literacy rates. Oh, that's wild. Because when does this take place? Early 1900s? I'm just guessing from like the clothes. I didn't even think about that. Person X and a Father Lorcan Sinnott? Sinot? Signed in after Miss Dean reportedly went missing. There's a lot of names here all signed in within the last week. More than I thought there'd be. Excluding myself and Miss Dean's, there are 17 others currently staying in the hotel. Does that mean 17 people died when I failed at the fucking demo? That's hilarious. Guest sign-in times. A record of who arrived and departed and when. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out. Well, that blows. Is there anything else? I think that's it. I'll sign in. How do you think of that?
I see you're busy
Vincent?
for somewhere so remote. Though it seems quiet around here.
The seance has brought a great many visitors, it's true. Most have retired early to be ready for the weekend ahead.
Indeed. The, seance.
That demo gameplay was bad. I missed like 2 key text boxes that are like, be done by midnight. Hey, you should check in at the desk. I don't think I checked in at the desk at all. I don't think I ever signed my name. Grave mistake. Sin not. That was a great pun. Vincent Varley, peak vampire name. Vincent is a good vampire name. Vincent in general is. Because of the glasses, I'm getting Elijah Wood from the Sin City movie. There's a Sin City movie with Elijah Wood in it? I didn't know that. I do kind of see it. Could Elijah Wood copy a Rickman voice or impression? Because if he could, this would be peak.
I noticed the Miss Dean's name signing in. Does that happen to be Evelyn Dean?
Does Mr. Varley know we're a detective? Does he know this about us yet?
It is. Rather it was. I'm afraid she's not staying with us any longer. Were you hoping to meet her?
Because, I mean, if anything, if we aren't explaining that, we sound pretty fucking weird asking all these questions.
I was. She's, left already?
Sin City is an artistic masterpiece, almost fully black and white. Very interesting visual style. I think I've heard of the film Sin City. I know nothing about it. I'd be curious to look that up. Interesting.
She has, yes. Can I help with anything else?
You can engage in conversation with characters by discussing evidence from your records. Each one costs a minute, though. Okay, certain responses will reveal new information, exposing more about the characters and their mysteries. Do we trust this guy? Discussing topics will consume time. Select discuss evidence to ask Mr. Varley about Dean. And also, if I leave, will I be able to talk to him again? This might be our only choice. So I think I will. Is that all I can talk to him about? Wait, navigate to the people I should read. Navigate to the people category to ask about Miss Dean. Sure. Now it's letting me do that? Oh, okay. That's like a tutorial slide. The Manor's method for sending and receiving telegrams. I do know this is busted. I remember that from the demo. And we were close to fixing it. Let's ask about Mary Blake. Should we? Well, here. Okay, wait. Hold on. My mind's going. I'm going. Mary Blake, late wife of our host. Is the seance presumably to talk with those beyond the veil? And if she died recently, is Jonathan Blake going through some shit and is like, my wife, I need her back? And is using the seance as like a way to talk to his late wife? Like, but that's too simple, right? There's no way. Washerwoman? What if that's the wife? I won't ask him about that. That seems stupid. I will ask him about this. What can you tell me about Mary Blake? Is it Marchioness? Is that how I say that? I actually don't know. Marchioness Blake was a kind woman and a dedicated mother. Her death came as a deeply tragic shock to all of us at the manor. So they have a kid. The Marquis and his son were naturally never the same. No doubt, that is the reason this seance is taking place now. Oh! Okay. So there's gonna be more to it. I was gonna say, I was like, that seems too obvious, right? We should ask about Evelyn Dean, sure. You know, why we're here. I'm sorry, but did you say Miss Dean departed already? I got it! I got it. What if they're trying to use the seance to stick the spirit of Mary Blake into the body of Miss Dean so they kidnapped her? They stuck the bag over her head, you know, and they took her away, and they're like, yeah, she just left without checking out. I don't know. And then they're gonna use her to bring the wife back. This was our theory in the demo too. Clearly, I don't remember shit. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. Technically, you should have all the hot goss, right? That's true. Maybe I should ask him about more things, but maybe he's in on this. I can smell the previous owner's cologne from my new fitness watch. This is oddly one of the most intimate experiences I've had with a man so far. Quite a statement for a massage therapist. This is true. Yeah, Rick, which one did you get? Polar Vantage V3? That's awesome, dude. Got a new one this year and I really enjoy using it. Looks like it's packed with features. I'm jealous. One day I would like to get an advanced one. But I'm taking baby steps. I'm happy with it. All right, let's see. I'm sorry. Did you say Miss Dean departed already? Yes, Tuesday night. Perhaps Wednesday morning. Her letter said she had to leave on short notice. It's because a bag was stuck over her head. Letter. Ah, I should try to speak like Alan Rickman. Ah, in truth, she took her luggage and left in the middle of the night. In the morning, we found only a letter and her payment at the front desk. Would that be usual for her? I could not say, sir. This was the first time she stayed here. Okay, I think we can back out if we don't want to ask him anything else. Luggage, it's fine. A part of me, I'm like morbidly curious. I want to ask him about the Banshee thing. I just want to see. You nervous? Do you believe in ghosts? Mr. Rickman, how do you feel about this? You'll think me quite mad, Mr. Varley, but I saw a woman washing something in the fountain. I can assure you that our facility has a full laundry. Nothing is washed in the fountain. Perhaps you saw... Oh, they spell it differently than me. Bayon-ni? I know it as Bayon-shi. Where are my folklore people at? I know it as Bayon-shi. I do know the bean spelling. I don't know what N-I-G-H is. Yeah, I paid top dollar, though I bought it used. Wanted all the sleep and recovery data. That's what we want more of, too. The sleep and recovery stuff, Rick. Good for you, though. And buying things used, listen, I used to buy all of my computers and iPads used, and they always worked great. Yeah, Banshee is, Banshee, yep. And then Banshee is the, like, correct way to say it, like the non-anglicized version of it. I don't know what the N is, though. That's new to me. It would be fitting for the time of year and the gathering here, though unfortunate for whoever's clothes were being washed. I think that's it. Can we analyze? Oh, we can analyze him? Oh, this is like Duck Detective. Crack in glasses. It must be difficult to see through. The damage must be recent, or surely he'd have them fixed. Huh. Unhappy expression. He looks profoundly displeased. Is it with me or something else? Maybe he's just got resting bitch face, you know? Hand on pocket watch. He keeps checking his pocket watch. He's either pressed for time, ruled by routine, or both. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, that was worth it. So Mr. Valet is saying beanie, huh? The B&E.
I need nothing else, thank you.
Then please wait here. The staff will prepare your room, and I'll be back to show you to it shortly.
You and I both know.
Now, if you will excuse me, with the telegraph machine broken, I have delivery orders to write for the morning. If you need me again, you know how to summon me.
You and I both know that's not happening. That's not. So Miss Dean was here but left. Her date of departure does line up with the letter I received. I love, you can barely see it behind the chat, but the little TikToks. That's so cute. It would be good to see the letter she left behind. It seems my cutoff for investigating is midnight. I should get a move on. Yep. We learned that the hard way. By exploring and interacting with items, you can progress the investigation. To see which objects you can interact with, hold down space to enable detective vision. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. That is his office. Let's see what these are. Because I needed these last time. What on earth could these be for? It could be that they're important. Maybe there's a clue for it somewhere around here. This looks like a letter. What? This letter is written in a swirly script that I think may be Middle Eastern. Can I take it? Can I read people's mail? A personal letter from a Victoria Lau. Yeah. It has no reference to the manor or planned event whatsoever. Do you think they tried different bodies? What if they tried different bodies of people they thought they're not going to be missed? I got it. I'm not yet sold on the passage of time game mechanic. I'd rather explore than spend minutes. But I am open to seeing how this progresses. I feel the same. I'm open-minded to it, for sure. I do love the blueprint step mechanic, like explore within a room. That way you really have some time to think about it. I mean, I guess this allows you time to think about it. I don't know. I know what you mean. I'm open-minded to it. Letters from a Mr. Dupree. He's half-heartedly inquiring about a business. A photo of him outside the manor is included. His expression is flat. Newspapers. Okay. All that stuff I don't really want to look at right now. I wanted to go in here. The telegraph room. Ooh, a question of the day. What would you be really good at if it wasn't for one thing? Okay. I feel like I could answer this in a lot of different ways. I'll say this. One of the first things that come to mind is almost like acting. That's not a good answer, but I'll go with it because it's the first thing that came to my mind. I almost said acting because I think I'm good at being in front of people, and I think I can be a good personality. Like on Twitch here, right? But I think I crack when it comes to being a different character. I think I am good at being on stage and like memorizing lines and like doing that kind of thing. Story, we all know how obsessed I am with a good story, good writing. I think I crack whenever I actually like try to put on a voice or an accent. And I know there's more to acting than that, but even like facial expressions, when I actually try to like do that part of it, it's real bad. It's real bad. I'd be a real hit with the ladies if it wasn't for my off-putting personality. But for real, most answers for this one comes down to impatience. I could see that. Yeah, like if that was a skill I wanted to develop, I think I could. And I believe most people can develop whatever skill they want to set their mind to as well. I could see it. There's a faint smell of burnt paper in the air. Somebody covering up their tracks. Okay, God, there's so much I want to look at. I'm gonna look at this. The telegram, whatever. Hotel's primary means of communication with the outside world. Apparently the battery is dead. It requires 6 volts. Okay, I should remember to look at... That's not it. To look at these. Evidence pieces found. 7 of 11? Oh? I gotta check this more often. I gotta check this more often! Okay. Okay, wait. What is this? I found discs behind the reception desk. Perhaps that can help me. So can I grab them, though? Could these discs aid me in repairing the telegram? Yeah. So he's unhappy. I can discuss that with him. Hey, Vincent, why don't you smile more? Okay, but he's unhappy probably because that's busted. Find Dean's letter. I wonder if that's in his office and I need him to step out. Miss Dean's signature. So clearly these dots and symbols mean stuff. The green means it seems like it's done. A record of who arrived and departed. I noticed Miss Dean did not sign out. And there's her sign in. Okay, so this is because I need to find the letter. What does this orange mean? Inconclusive connection. Okay, so maybe let's go back and get the discs? Do we remember if it took time? Oh no, did it take time to leave the room? Fuck. I've noticed that I'm constantly restless deep down, so my 2026 goal is to rewire my nervous system to calm the fuck down. Rick, I had that thought literally just today. I'm starting, I got a bit sloppy at the end of the year with my weekly offerings that I do with my practice. And with my weekly offerings, I normally also do meditation sessions. And I've noticed, like, leaving that behind, maybe restless is a little bit of the word, but also sometimes that restlessness pushes me forward to work more, which is good for my own personal goals that I'm doing right now. I do notice there's a lot of background static in my head with just constant thoughts going. And that used to be less of a problem, I think, this time last year. And I'm really wanting to get back to, like, maybe the meditating will help, just being a bit more mindful. Get you. I'd be a great drummer if I actually had a sense of rhythm. I gotta think more about that question. Maybe I'll come up with a bit more eloquent answer. Don't make the same mistake as me. The restlessness is not the only way to get things done. That's a very good point. It's probably not the healthiest way to get things done. And I've talked to you personally. I mean, I've talked to everyone here on Twitch, but I know you I'm also like talking about like marketing stuff with lately. This music is really unnerving. I've been talking more about just like routines, sustainability, which obviously running off of restlessness is not sustainable. But it's been nice to be like, yeah, I can get more editing done. I can do this. Yeah, let's go. And you're right, it's not necessarily good, is it? I do think I'm gonna look at this page. Voltaic pile battery. Oh, we do need this. Voltaic battery is built by stacking cells to reach the required voltage output. This diagram shows a voltaic battery with an output of 4 volts. A cell is made up of 2 discs called an anode and a cathode, separated by an electrolyte bridge. Okay, zinc, electrolyte bridge, copper disc. Okay, so we just need 4 of them, right? We're good? It seems somebody was trying to follow these instructions. Vincent? I need to use all this to generate an output of 6 volts, but it says 4 right there. Huh? What? Repair. Yeah, can I do that? These burnt out discs are where the smell in the room is coming from. So not evidence being burned. I'll remove them in case there's any risk of a fire. Alright, let's give this a try. I can use these new discs to replace the old ones. I can't believe the demo was this easy and I just fucked around and found out. I need to assemble a battery with the right voltage to power the telegraph machine. It just needs the right number of discs in the right order. Okay, wait, so it's got the thing on the bottom. It's got one of those. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Wait, yeah. So that's 2, 3, 4. Is it that easy? Must have the wrong order or amount. Okay, hold on. So then they said 6 in the other one. Has an output of 4. Maybe the batteries need 6? Okay. I can read. Batteries seem to be working and the telegraph machine now has a hum to it. I should tell the manager. Maybe the manager did what I did and he read 4. He didn't read anything else. He saw 4 volts and went, I know what I'm doing. We've all been there. Okay, so let's go back to this. I'm understanding this so much better. Okay, so that is now confirmed. Telegraph machine fixed. We'll figure this out. Maybe he'll be less unhappy. I don't know. He seems like an unhappy individual. The letter from Miss Dean could be in the manager's office. But Mr. Varley's working in there. I need to get him out. Oh, we've already figured that out, baby. We're so good. We're so good at this. Maybe the manager broke it himself. Oh, shit. Maybe. Yeah, the manager seems sus as hell. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Let's just walk in there and see what he does. Oh. I'm gonna listen. It sounds like there's someone on the other side. I roll perception. Oh, I rolled like a 6, huh? Okay, that's fine. I'll enter. Hey, is this my room? Oh, sorry, sir.
Sir, this area is for staff only.
I had no idea. I can't read.
I would kindly ask you to leave this room. If you need assistance, you can ring the bell in the lobby.
Alright, that was a waste. So how do we get him to leave this now? How do we? Honestly, the game might give us a hint. I need to get him out. That is the hint. Perhaps the manager has the letter somewhere in the office. Yep, we knew that. Could the broken telegram machine be the reason for his foul mood? I thought it was gonna say caused by his foul mood. Okay, we could go... It's locked. I assume it will be unlocked when the porter arrives. Okay. We could go inside these other rooms. Fire. Actually, you know what we should do? Let's look at this. Entertainment schedule. A listing of all guest activities planned for this event. So, this is all already passed. A welcome luncheon, afternoon tea, lawn games, bridge game, horse riding, parlor games, archery, elsewise cricket. Divination with Miss Montovani? Carriage tour of land, that happened earlier today. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. is the masked ball, and then a silent dinner and the grand seance. Talks held daily in the drawing room located in the west corridor. Information on talks to be posted. Okay. Should I be screenshotting this stuff? Like, in blueprints? No, because I don't think I have to waste more minutes. Oh, wait. I don't think I have to waste more minutes looking at this, right? Okay, masked ball. There's a masked ball tomorrow in the evening. I can read. Sunday evening, the grand seance takes place in the hedge maze. Little hedge magic. Let's go. Silent dinner in the dining room. Talks held daily in the western corridor. Information on talks will be posted outside the room each morning. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh, connecting to chat. Seems fine. Could we summon him with the bell and be like, yo, I fixed it? That's a great idea. Let's do that. Let's do that next. All my favorite things, right? Dude, me too, Kestrel. Silent dinner, like no talking aloud. That's what I'm assuming. I would guess it is to get into the space, the head space of the grand seance that'd be happening right after. Like a silent disco. Is this the game where you ran out of time? Bimp, it is! Hello, also hi. Yep. We're doing a lot better this time. We're doing a lot better this time. Let's take Dim's advice. Dim's advice. Ring the bell. Ding ding, sir. I fixed your telegraph.
May I be of service, Mr. Ward?
I'm a big genius. Discuss the evidence. I'm a big genius. Should I talk to... I'm gonna talk to him. Wait. You look quite unhappy, sir. You should smile more. Are you alright, sir? You look rather perturbed. Perfectly fine. My mind is on the hotel and event. Of course. Well, shit. Thought that was gonna be funnier. The fixed telegraph.
Your telegraph machine seems to be functional.
I know that was a good one because there's voice acting to it now. That's a good key to this being a way to lead the story forward.
Is that so? Mr. Hunter must have slipped in unnoticed and fixed it.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Then you'll have to excuse me. I have messages to send ahead of tomorrow. I will be in the telegraph room should you need me.
Okay.
You shouldn't be waiting much longer for your room, I assure you. It will be ready by midnight at the latest.
Okay. Excellent. I should act quickly. I don't know how long he'll stay in there, so don't waste my minutes. Character locations, points of interest in rooms can be viewed on the map. 4 to access. Ooh. This is the map. The yellow arrow indicates where Ward is. Okay. You can also see where other characters are. Characters will change positions every hour, so be sure to keep an eye on the map. New areas will be added as the manor is explored. Oh, this is cool. Very, very cool. Okay. Courtyards. That's where I've been before. I didn't check that door, but I'm assuming it's locked, right? Oh, unlocked door. What? That's impossible. This door's locked. All right. That's not right. We cannot waste time. We go. We enter. It's snooping time. Most perturbatory. All right. Let's not dilly-dally. Oh, there's so much I want to look at, though. Room rack. I can see exactly who's where. Staff roster. I want to go in there so bad. Okay, I need to find the letter. 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 Stack of letters. That seems promising, doesn't it? Letters. Chat, do I go with the one in the center or the one in the thing? Or maybe in here. Alright, left, middle, or right? Which one do I do? Which one do I do? Alyssa, did you read Eisenhorn 2 or just Alex? So far, just Alex. I really, really want to get to it. It's just the ever-ending TBR is kicking my ass. But I do intend to. Puzzle game, murder mystery, a bit of all of it, I think. We played this demo once, Jack. It's called the Seance of Blake Manor, but I did buy the full release. We're looking for a missing woman. And my guess is she's missing. I think the people at this hotel kidnapped her. And the owner of this hotel, his wife recently died. I think they kidnapped her. And the grand seance that's happening in like 3 days, I think they're going to try to like summon the spirit of the dead wife and then like stick the spirit in the young woman's body to have the wife come back to life. That's my tin hat theory number 1. Just got off a 60-minute call. Someone give me the lowdown on this game. That's pretty much it. We ended up talking a lot about band. And Rick says middle. I'll go middle. Fuck. Mr. Varley's mid-draft orders. That's okay. He's requesting payments hold off until after the event is over. Why? Stack of letters. Various letters from the guests making requests of the hotel for the duration of the stay. Oh? Oh my god, we're wasting time. Let's do the open letter. A response to Mr. Varley, who seems to have asked a child on behalf of a mother. Asked after a child on behalf of a mother. The letter assures him the child is safe, but otherwise not forthcoming. Could that be Evelyn? Would we refer to Evelyn as a child, though? She was like in her 20s, right? That seems not entirely right. Okay, explore the office. Shit, we didn't get anything big from that, did we? Whatever. I just don't want the exclamation mark there. Huh. Okay, fuck. Mail? I love the pinned insects. Should I check the desk? Do we think it'd be hidden? It might be. Complaint letter? More letters. They did this on purpose. Okay, letters requesting gramophone records for the rooms, respectively for the drawing room and the bedroom of one Dr. Callahan. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Let's do a quick save in case I fuck this up. It's 11:22. He's gonna be back soon, man. Accidental French horn AMA happens to the best of us. It really was. It was fun though. I think we're gonna continue some of that stuff when I do the recital. This bit. This kind of feels like a 7 deaths feel. Rick, that's something I love about this. I also feel like it feels like 7 deaths. 7.5 deaths if you're American. Just in case anyone's confused. Hotel manager is suspicious for sure. Yeah, we've got until midnight to solve this first case of the game. Yeah, and advance it. Everything costs time. If we fail, game over. Everyone dies. We arrived at 11. The tutorial's keeping it tight. But maybe this was back in the day when people got married and had kids at like 13 or something. I don't know. I don't know what the child thing could be in reference to. Which I believe is the exact content of the demo. We just did so bad at the demo, I guess, before. All right, let's try this other one. It's a complaint letter, though. A letter complaining about the housekeeper and her overfamiliarity and curiosity. Huh. Okay. That's the lobby. A window. It doesn't... Climb out? What do you mean climb out? I'm gonna look. It doesn't cost time. The place is freezing. Perhaps this explains Mr. Varley's demeanor. So then why does he have it open? If I climb out, can I climb back in? A hat box. Would he have it hidden inside a hat box? Would he have it in a coat pocket? What about this? What is this? Drawers. Administrative files. Nothing of value! Fuck off! What do you mean? I'm gonna try the safe then.
Settle down!
No, you're right. I'm just nervous. I'm nervous. I feel like I'm already gonna mess this up. Books. Entertainment schedule. Staff roster. Can I look at myself? I can't see anything of note in here. Trash? A letter from a supplier requesting payment for goods delivered here for this event. And then there's the letter over here talking about holding payment. I wonder if they spent all the money on the event? Here's my question. You spent one letter looking at the complaint letter, and then when it offered you to look, it did not have a time amount next to it. Would it have spent time had you read the letter in detail? I think it's once I look over something. Yeah, it says the same thing. I think once I spend the minute on it, I can go back and reassess it, and it won't continue costing me time. And then, yeah, I think some things don't spend time. I'm gonna look at the safe. Okay, what's in the safe? I have no way of knowing the code for this and little time. I should search the rest of the office for the letter. I know. I know. Is it in the vent? Listen. Is it in the books? Okay, management, accountancy for running a hotel. Fuck me, dude. Is it... It has to be in the hat box then, right? It didn't show you the whole text, just the TLDR. Yeah, and that happens a lot with the letters. I'm gonna try coat. An outdoor jacket. There's nothing in the pockets. An empty hat box. If I want to determine whether anything suspicious happened to Miss Dean before I retire for the night, then I'm running out of time. I am keenly aware. Is it the clipboard? A record of who is in which room. Useful information to have. There's something under it! Okay. Okay. Manager cosplaying as a hotel manager? Who would have thought? Let's look at this letter. Let's look at this letter! I think this... Yes, this is Miss Dean's departure letter. On his desk. Strange. He must have been examining it while I arrived. Huh! It's signed! I wonder, does this match her signature in the sign-in book? It looks like it does. Although, wait, any differences in the signature? Yes. It's not signed the same. They're different. This is different. This is different. That's super diff. The E is different. The D! They got the D wrong! The last thing to interact with. That's my MO, isn't it? It's not an Alyssa Sketches stream if that's not happening. These signatures are close, but they don't match. Somebody else wrote this letter of hers. And who? And why? Huh. You've gathered enough evidence to craft a hypothesis. Evidence provides keywords for each hypothesis. Press 1 to access. Okay. Oh, yeah. Think! Press Make Hypothesis to open the hypothesis panel. Complete a hypothesis by filling in the missing words using key items gleaned from evidence. Press Consider to determine if you're correct. Oh, okay. This is like... Okay. Blank blank is blank. Let me go ahead and just read what we got. A letter accusing Miss Dean... excusing Miss Dean from the event. It is a fake with a forged signature. Yeah, but who wrote it? Everything pretty much lines up. It does say I'm missing one piece of evidence, but I guess that's not the end of the world. I've arrived at the manor to confirm. So, think. I would like to make hypothesis. Oh! Letter? Sorry, hold up. Nope. I want Miss Dean's departure letter is forged. Consider this. What if? My mom's signature is impossible, so if I gave her, I just gave her a compromise. I'll be open and honest and she will sign all the stuff. Otherwise, she works till like 10 p.m. and I wouldn't know what I was up to. No, I've done that before too. My mom's done that with my signature before, but it's always like with my complete authorization. My signature hasn't been forged in a scenario like actual forgery that I know of. Actually, that's not too. One time we had our check stolen from us. That was fun. Like electronically. That sucked. As someone who learned to fake their parents' signatures, it's not close enough. I'm always worried about that, like especially with voting. They'll have you use your signature to verify your identity and your voting and stuff. My signature, I feel like every time I do it is a little bit different. I do not have a consistent signature. It's pretty chicken scratch. And I always worry, I'm like, oh my god, is this gonna be the time they ding me for it or something? It's fine. When I watch this, it's time to move. I'm watching a stream, damn it. You could do steppies in place. I sometimes do that. If I need to get my steps, I will also pace around our kitchen while watching the TV while a stream is on it. Don't judge me. I know I'm a bit neurotic. It's just who I am. Set mine to 1 to 7 p.m. I get, Alex and I call them steppies. If I just get up from the couch and it's late and it's telling me to get steps, I'm like, oh, gotta get my steppies. All right, consider this. What if? I know what happened here. Oh.
So, Miss Dean didn't leave the hotel. And somebody wants us to think that she did. But who? Can I learn anything about the culprit?
What if the manager isn't in on it and he's like analyzing this letter and also being like, huh. Can I learn anything about the culprit? I mean, they do speak English. They can write. They knew Miss Dean. They did not know Miss Dean. I mean, I would assume they can write.
Of course. Educating the people over here isn't exactly the Crown's highest priority.
Oh.
As a result, literacy rates are low enough in the west of Ireland.
I didn't know that.
The fact that this letter was written at all is a useful clue to the identity of the culprit behind whatever has befallen Miss Dean.
Mystery solved. She did not leave the manor, though somebody wants people to think she did. She was kidnapped. Completing the hypothesis is critical to advancing the mysteries and finding Miss Dean, as each successful hypothesis will reveal facts about the culprit. Information you know about the culprit will appear on the panel to the left, like that they are able to write. Y'all can't see that. But they're able to write! I can get 9 facts about them. Okay. Use it as the story unfolds to eliminate suspects on the screen. Okay, so it's like a guess who type of situation. Time to get some rest. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. Oh, I can investigate like each person now. That's a lot. Okay. Investigate Mr. Varley's quarters. Profile Mr. Varley. What's in the safe? Oh my god, we're gonna go snooping in this guy's place? Okay. I should investigate the office to get what's in the safe. Okay, investigate his quarters. So I need to figure out more about this dude. Blake Manor was built in 1655. Okay. I guess I'll just go back now. Okay, so that's like a suspect
Mr.
list.
Ward.
Uh-oh! We're caught! It's always the butler. I mean manager. Oh. Do they not require photo ID when voting? No, they do. They require all of it. And even then, I'm just scared I'm gonna get dinged for signature stuff. Because I've heard, like, anecdotally that I guess that's happened before, but I don't know. My handwriting was and is still too messy to forge notes and signatures. I tried to forge a note to get me out of the 9th grade English. My teacher clocked it right away. Asked for my parents' number to verify. If Blueprints had an in-game section to draw notes to. Oh, and then the games ask you permission to post that online after completing the game so you can see everyone's scribbles. It would be peak game design. I wonder if they would ever add something like that. Because you're right, that would be very cool. Right now, I know a lot of people... I just use the screenshot capability on my PC, but then I know some people started using like the Steam screenshots and using the Steam capabilities, but it ain't the same. Mr. Ward! Yes, sir?
Ward, your room is ready.
Wait, does he know we're in here? I'm gonna climb out the window. So that he doesn't know. That way he can't get mad at us, right? Is that stupid? Was that dumb? Maybe it was dumb. Your Windows paint thing was amazing. I really wish the paint thing worked out more, man. It sucks that it like got glitchy on my computer with the game, but whatever. Okay, it is locked. I can hear horses in the distance. The manor stables, perhaps? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, Mr. Varley, I'm here. I was outside enjoying the lovely weather.
Mr. Ward,
I wouldn't believe it.
your room is ready.
I look like
A
Dracula.
porter shall meet us there.
Mr. Ward is giving Dracula vibes. Ooh. I love it. Is that glass? That's gorgeous. Holy shit. Look at this guy's mustache. And these guys. Oh, that's cool. Closing preparations for Saturday's evening's ball. Hello. Mystery? What does that do? Oh, that's checking up on him specifically. Okay, okay. Which I don't need. Analyze, I've already done. Hold on. What is this? Strange device? A strange contraption. I wonder what its function is. What is it measuring? The goo is giving ectoplasm. The goo is giving ectoplasm, is it not? Oh, the green man! I love it. This must be the sun. It's gotta be the sun. I'm not gonna waste time on that.
Your room awaits you upstairs, Mr. Ward.
He's getting testy with me. Alright! Fine. Let me just look at the armor. A fine suit of armor. I wonder if it's seen battle or if it's purely ornamental. Who's this guy? Edward Blake, the first Marquis of Dune. The man who built this manor, according to the plaque. Great mustache. Is that your suit of armor? I'm a little jealous. Wish I had a suit of armor. Maybe one day. That kid is, he's like... Jonathan Blake, the owner of this estate, painted here with his young son, Walter, and late wife, Mary. Okay, we haven't gotten those names yet. Sick shield. Who's that? That had to have been Mary. I mean, come on. I'm not dumb. Where did she go? Was that a ghost? Ward, don't be stupid. Come on. Get a grip, Declan. You're tired and this place is getting to you. Hauntings. Marquis of Dune? That is what it said. Let me see if... I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I can look at it again. It says it up here. But I don't know if any of the spelling is anglicized or not. Or like, what's correct or not. I love the Dune books and movies. He's a vampire. There could be vamps. There could be vamps in this game. There's definitely some ghosties. What is this? Northeast corridor. A wash closet. Alright, let me just talk to you, man.
If you head up the stairs, the porter will show you to your room.
Look at that gargoyle. That guy's sick. Okay. Oh, this is cool. I thought that was gonna be like a loading section. Oh, yeah. Who's that? Hello? A portrait of a woman with dark hair. She's holding an ornate vase that looks to be Egyptian? That's curious. The plaque reads Lady Wilhelmina Blake. Oh, so they're like colonists. So they're like the kind of people that go and take things.
Yours, sir.
This is your room. Thank you, Porter. Number 4. Okay. A room plan? Now, did I take notes on... I did see the clipboard with everyone's room assignments. It would be great if I took a mental note of that. It would be great, wouldn't it? 18? That looks like a grand room. Ooh! Sounds like there's someone on the other side. That person's got money. I bet that's Jonathan's room. Oh, there he is. Hey, man. Hold on. I'm just looking around. Edward Blake, the founder of Blake Manor. His outstretched hand is almost Christ-like. Okay. Though he was anything but a savior figure. Yeah, I kind of already picked that up. Hi, Porter. Let me analyze you. You look sad. You look like you're not happy with your decisions. Perhaps. Well, you can really get a house like this if you don't take things. Yeah. Fuck, you're right. I never realized the Irish spelling was Dune. Oh, is it? I don't know. Okay, so this game leans into the Irish spellings then. Okay, that's good to know. Porter, let me take a look at you. Look at your eyes. Sunken red eyes. Eyes are red as if something is irritating them. Unusual Celtic cross. A Celtic cross, though it seems somehow different to many I've seen. You got another? Gloves. Shaky hands. Seems to be suffering from some kind of tremor. Huh. Do you think he's like haunted or something? I don't know. Interesting. Let me talk to you, man. How's it going?
Well, this is your room, sir.
His name is Doyle?
Breakfast is served at 9 a.m. in the East Wing Dining Hall. Nice chance to meet your fellow guests, that. Anyway, sleep well and all that.
Sleep well and all that. Does anybody else here love hotel breakfast? Hotel breakfast is like, I look forward to staying in a hotel because of the breakfast the next day. I don't know why. There's something about, especially when it's like the hot breakfast and they have like the eggs and like the hash browns and like the pancakes and the cinnamon roll. That shit sends me. I'll stay at a hotel just for the breakfast. And having a hotel breakfast every meal, I completely agree. I'm a huge breakfast girl. Rick, I would die by that as well. Let's go into the room. Was that my luggage? Oh, it was. Just placing it down. I thought that came from the wall. Look at my bed! Oh, shit. In the fire? Dude. Also, those antlers, sick. This? Sick. I do love some good taxidermy. Ethically sourced. I like the convenience, but I do not like the breakfast. Oh man, I do. That shit, I look forward to it whenever Alex and I go stay at a hotel. I specifically look for breakfast included deals. I do too. I just love being able to get bacon without making my house smell. Yeah, or like getting the grease everywhere. Grease getting on the counter, or like, you know, just getting on the stovetop and shit. And then grease disposal, I really hate. I'll eat it, I'll get the hotel that has it over the one that doesn't, but I won't be happy while doing it. No, that's fair. My father-in-law's actually like that, where I think he's a little more lukewarm to it. I love it, even if it's a bit trash. I enjoy it. Speaking of walls, this place seems like a house with hidden peepholes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using the vents and like the listening mechanic more too. A breakfast buffet is always great. There's a place I used to go to that has a breakfast buffet for about $9. I used to go on Fridays. That is... Honestly, maybe I should find a breakfast buffet place here. I don't need to stay at a hotel. Maybe I should just find that place. Best part of working a 5 a.m. shift at a hotel is getting breakfast for your break. Yes! Hell yeah. I'm glad other people feel this way. I thought I was going to be a bit of a freak for really liking on hotel breakfast. Because I know it's not like amazing food, but it just hits different, you know? I won't be happy while doing it as peak finish energy. You'd fit in well here. Okay, I hope a lot of this doesn't cost money. Never mind, it does. A fine gramophone, not the kind of thing I was expecting to find in my room. We read something earlier about gramophones though, right? Stranger still, it does not come with any recordings. Okay, there's a little of interest here. That's fine. Is it a Bible? Oh, it's not! Wow, that's nice. A guide to the local flora and fauna. Though the local in question, or the locale in question, seems to be in north of England. Okay. Is that an American thing that we have Bibles in all of our... If you go to any hotel in America, bedside, open that shit up, Bible. Is that just an us thing? More luxurious than I'm used to. I should probably check these. And make sure I'm not missing anything. I could discuss those with him. Do you think he's still outside? Oh shit, that's a lot of rooms. Okay. Oh man, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. What does this say? I'm told many have witnessed strange apparitions in and around the manor. Certainly have had improbable experiences here myself. Timetable map. So he's still outside my door. Oh, this is cool. Okay. What's under my bed? Oh, just a foot thing. Okay. Oh, I'm missing. Hold up. Hotel breakfast save lives, man. Last time I was at one, it was the summer for Tuska. Oh yeah, Tuska Metal Fest in Helsinki. I was down with food poisoning and the hotel breakfast kept me alive. Wow, that's lucky. Food poisoning sucks, man. My people. Alternatively, you could just do what a guy I used to work with used to do. There were a few hotels nearby and he'd just go in, grab a bite, and then check out. I would just feel so bad. I have heard this. I would just... Not that I even judge you guys, because also, like, down with the man, you know what I mean? But also, Alyssa just... I feel like I wouldn't be able to get away with it. The hotel I worked at was 4-star food. Kestrel, that's sick, dude. Don't forget Marriott's have a Book of Mormon too. Do they really? I didn't know that. I find having a Bible in a hotel is less guaranteed than it used to be. Yeah, that's true. I don't really stay in hotels too often anymore. If I travel, which hasn't really been since pre-2020 outside of Airbnbs and with larger group trips, hence the Airbnb. But the last time Alex and I stayed in a hotel proper was like 2019, which I kind of want to do again. We did fruit compote, I never know how to say that, compote, whatever. And fancy toppings for a cereal bar. Fresh cooked kippers. As one of the cooked onions, it's a Scottish thing. That's so cool. Finnish hotel breakfasts have those tiny... Oh yeah, Karelian pies. I know what you're talking about. It's silly and like being excited about a tiny version of toast, but they're so good. No, I get excited about food all the time. That's why Hobbit's Giving is so special to me. I absolutely get excited about food. I love it. Food makes me happy. Should I look at my luggage? I won't unpack in case I find myself needing a hasty retreat. That's a waste, huh? Oh, I won't be able to do much else tonight. I should rest. Tomorrow will be a long day. I may as well waste my minutes looking at all this then. An empty landscape. There's not much else to paint around here, I suppose. Landscapes are great! What the hell are you talking about? That's empty. Freshly dressed with good quality sheets. I should rest. Not yet! You sleep when you're dead, bitch. Little of interest, okay? A stag in a wintry landscape. A skilled piece, if somewhat uninspired. What is wrong with landscapes and nature scenes? My god. That's my muse. I'm unsure what beast this came from. My thought, too. I thought, too. I thought I was asleep while knowing this damn thing is lit. Okay, wait. For people that have a fireplace, maybe, and use it more than I do. Alex and I are still in the process of getting a real fireplace. Or, like, a fire situation going. Do you sleep with the fireplace going? Because I guess whenever I'm at the cabin, I don't. Although the embers are normally pretty warm through the night. Is that bad? I don't actually know how that works. I've never had to. I remember doing Germany, Austria, and Czechia. Yep, for a high school band trip. Really? Shit, Jack, that's huge. The hostel breakfasts were so different. Thin deli meat and dry buns. One we went to, can't remember which country, probably Austria, announced on arrival that they heard Canadians love orange juice. So they got us OJ for breakfast, and we were very pleased with them. They were very pleased with themselves. We were grateful, but also like, yeah? Well, okay, Jack, that's hilarious to me, because when I took German class in high school, I remember learning that it's common for a lot of Europeans, this is for Germany, obviously, but I think it's a common European and Northern European thing that they really like cold breakfasts, or like cold breakfast is more common. And I remember learning about like muesli and stuff then. But if I can avoid a cold breakfast, I will. I, in general, don't like cold food. I really like hot food. Hot food makes me feel nice and warm and content. It depends on your fire. That's good to know. I will learn fire safety before I get such fires in the house. When they have a waffle bar? A waffle bar would send me, dude. It's like the new meme circulating around the club scene. Yes! With John Hamm. He's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Depends on if you have anxiety. Fair. Alex definitely wants the fire out. His anxiety speaks to him. If it's at embers, you can still, you can set a metal grate in front of it to prevent random sparks. We do have a metal grate, like the screen. I would never relax having a fire in the house, no matter how controlled. I think that's kind of the page Alex is on too. I just know so little. It was definitely all cold breakfasts. I have heard that's more common. I used to live in a house that was fully heated water and central by the fireplace back burner. Really? So obviously had to keep it going 24/7 through winter. I know someone like that that lives up in Minnesota whose heating situation is like that. If they don't have a fire going, they're fucked. They're screwed. It's rough. It's rough. They're planning on having, I think, a central system put in soon. If I have a burner, 100% leave it overnight, go for it. But open fireplace is a bit different. Once it's died down, it's fine, but not a full roar. I think Alex and I are gonna get a wood stove. I think that's kind of what we're going for, which I know even that's like a little bit different, right? Great thing about Central European breakfast buffets is that you can make sandwiches for lunch with the buns and the cold cuts. Ooh, that is nice. So true. I just want to have some kind of spread. I felt lucky if they had very cold butter for the buns. It's rough, especially when you work full time. Yeah. I think they work from home, which is part of like why it's okay, but it's rough. I used to have to go to home on my lunch break and stoke the damn fire. That's crazy. That's wild. Is it looked down upon to carry sandwiches out with you? I hope not. Okay, small house by the mountain. I'm going to exhaust this and look at everything. Even the rug. Thick rug with an unremarkable design. Okay. I guess that's it. We sleep. Yep. I think I hear Alex playing trumpet. Do you guys hear that? I don't think you will, but I do. Oh? What? Lipstick? In my Valentino bag? Oh, what a sight. That's a great elk. Wow, you must have been massive. I love the candles. Wow. They're blindfolded, huh? Okay. Oh, wow. This is sick. This is sick. I'm also terrified. Over. Okay. I'm dreaming, right? I'm dreaming, right? It's like The Witness. Okay. Did I do that in the right order? Did that matter? Those are my footsteps. Alright. So long, bed. So long. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, I gotta see what y'all are saying. Because this is crazy. I imagine they found their way into your bag before exiting. It was 2010, I was 19 and broke. Was definitely filling my day bag with 5 small ham and cheese sandwiches. I did that at our, for colleges, at least a lot of American colleges, you'll have like eating halls, dining halls. And I definitely would stash extra fruits and like packaged goods into my bag. I remember doing that too, Dim. If not, I'm lining my pockets with plastic bags. Yeah, pocketing cereal on one side, milk in the other. So that's an Irish elk. I didn't even know that was a thing. They're extinct, but they were immense. That's so cool. I gotta look that up after stream now. Based on the candles, someone's having a smexy night in the bedroom. Nothing sexier than fire safety, kids. Get LED candles. Sure, we're all dreaming in the elder god's dream. Good thing you're not pressed for time. I'm not now. Maybe that's why I'm dreaming. Maybe this is a dream? Oh, this is like The Witness. Do I have to do this? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I did that no thoughts head empty. That was an accident. Okay. Oh. Mary? No. It's a monolith. Oh. But my friend the crow. Miley! Yo, welcome in. Thank you for 19 months. I was promised professional gameplay. Completely. Did you see that witness puzzle? I did so good. Look, the crow, my friend. Oh, no. Okay, but can I no thought head empty this? Uh-huh. She's a fucking gamer, dude. Uh-huh. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. Hey, that's from the game. That's from the title. That's from the title. Oh? I can't help but think how much my character looks like a classic Dracula. Classic. So this has got to be 8 in the morning now, right?
Oh, my head. I don't feel rested at all. What was that dream? So vivid.
Huh.
Despite my tiredness, I've woken with a new eagerness to attend this event's seance.
Am I possessed? What do you mean?
Given I only learned about the event last night, I find that odd.
Huh. Can I up the dialogue body? Oh.
Earth was that?
Yes, I can up the dialogue audio. One sec. Okay. Options. So right now the master volume is the only thing I can really up. I'll put that to 100 and then I'll maybe drop these down so it doesn't blow your ears out. And then if I need to adjust it more, let me know. Let's save. Also, hey, we got a lot of... Thank God Kestrel's here. How do we say some of this? What is this? Okay, those are just things that are done now. They're just done? Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, this could be a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. How do I go back? Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I see W. Blake. That's Walter. Victoria Lau. D'Arcy. Callahan's the doctor. Doyle's the porter. We saw the name Sinnott. Dupree. Jonathan Blake. Oh, Finn! Yo, look at his fucking antler circlet, dude. Montavani was the person who was giving divination. I'm assuming like tarot reading or something. Callahan's probably like the partner. Okay. How do I go? This is from him. Oh, geez, Scoob. Okay. Records. I need to start discussing. Oh, and these symbols. Oh, okay, wait. A sigil that dissolved whatever it had been linked to. A sigil that unlocks doors that have been magically sealed. A strange sigil I saw in my dream that woke me on using it. So I need to keep these in mind. The sigils. And I think I need to start asking around. I think I need to start asking. Yep. Okay. Hello? I'm indecent. Day 2. Okay, day 2, Saturday. We don't have much time. Doesn't the seance happen tomorrow? No.
How fast must it have been going to break through like that, Mr. Hunter?
So that is the sound we heard at first? The chin! What are you trying to say? I'll show you. It was the names of those sigils. But I'll show you because I'll butcher it. Okay, there's Hunter. We've heard his name before too.
Hard to say, Mr. Sham. Some of the wood up there needs replacing, so all he had to do was hit the wrong part.
Must be the groundsman. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. Father Lorcan! Sorry, you jump scared me. Okay, and one of them is Victoria and Ivy Macleod? I'll call her Macleod. Those whispering women. Only one matching pair signed in at the same time. A Mrs. Victoria Lau and Miss Ivy Macleod. Oh, we're just introducing everybody now.
What
We're
is
at that
happening
part.
here, Mrs. Joyce? Myself and the Marquess were in a meeting with Miss Mantovani.
Marquess? My bad. We're at that part of the fantasy novel where, you know, when you get past the introductory pre-Act 1 section, and then you get to the point where the author starts throwing the whole cast at you. That's where we're at right now. I nominate Mr. Hunter for the Silver Fox Awards. I could buy into that. MacLeod? Oh, is that how you would say it? You know something funny? In America, we call that name Macleod. Or like, that's like the most, I should say the most common pronunciation for American. That's funny. Gotta go practice. I'll see you soon. Thanks, Ty. Thanks for being here. Bye. Okay, so MacLeod. I might get that wrong from my own habit. Correct me. Priest needs to be introduced to the wondrous world of skincare. Okay, what's happening here? Mrs. Joyce. And there's Miss Mantovani.
Oh, sirs, it were a crow. Poor thing was dead on impact.
Oh. You know, sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's just shock. Check your birds for that.
But don't you worry, we'll get this cleaned up in no time.
Okay, so interesting. Joyce has got a Bridget's cross on her. That's probably going to come up. Joyce seems to be the housekeeper. Why is she smirking like that? Huh.
Sorry, Marquess.
Marquess. I'm going to get that wrong so much. Marquess.
Miss Murphy?
I was just coming to get you for young Master Walter. He won't eat alone. The food'll go cold for long.
This is Saoirse Murphy. She also looks like some kind of like housekeeping maid situation. Marquez is crazy? Yeah, I think that's crazy too. Just not what I'm used to, right? You guys say Macleod? I've never heard that before. Yeah, Macleod is super common. Oh no, now I'm self-conscious. I know a composer and an IRL person who have that last name and they go by Macleod. Kind of like McElroy. Being like a little bit different. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Chamomile tea with honey. A Bridget's cross? Yeah, Bridget's cross is... I can show it to you real fast. Named after the Celtic pantheon goddess Brigid, who later becomes a saint. Because that's how it went down in the Irish pantheon. They look like this. Hold up. I'll pull it up. A Bridget's cross looks... Where am I? Like this. They're normally made of like grass and straw. And they're tied in such a way. And Bridget, I think, was the goddess of like home and hearth. Kind of like a Hestia situation. A little different. But that's probably like a transfer people would know about. I like finding the differences in pronunciation. My favorite is Graham. Do you say Graham? Graham, maybe? Americans will say Graham. It's fine. I just never heard anyone pronounce it that way. Oh, no. It's more like... I'm kind of with Kestrel on this. I'm, like, fascinated at how different people say them different. Because I also recognize... I kind of hate that it's pronounced Macleod. I think Macleod kind of sucks. Like, if I'm being real. But it's just, like, how it is, you know? I also had a friend. I had a friend in college. Her last name came from German. It's a German last name, spelled Heuermann, and that should be pronounced in traditional German, Heuermann. And I'll never forget. It was the first time I said her last name out loud, and I had never heard it spoken before either. And I was like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, their first name, Heuermann. And they were like, oh no, my last name is Heuermann. And I was like, what? And the German in me like cringed a bit where I was like, what do you mean? That's not correct. But I guess like when her family came over to the States, that's just how they pronounced it. So like, you know what I mean? It was just interesting. Cause also it's like, you're not going to tell someone their last name is like, you're wrong. So like, I don't know. It's an interesting phenomenon. I don't know how to articulate what I'm saying. It's just cool. I've only ever heard McLeod or McLeod before. Yeah, 2 syllables here. Oh, that's interesting. That's so interesting. Names are cool, man. Like genealogy and stuff like that. It's neat. All right, what did Saoirse say? I'm sorry, Miss Murphy. I just think culture's fascinating. It's just coming to get you for young Walter. That's right. She's the cook.
Well, then I shouldn't keep Walter waiting any longer. Come. I shall leave the rest of you to it, and trust everyone to have a good day.
The Marquess of Dune, Jonathan Blake. That's gonna take getting used to. Would the boy in that painting be the master of the house, Walter? Wait, is Jonathan dead too? Hold up. Other than McDonald's, I do love a Mac and Mick. The McDonald's. We were talking about nicknames for McDonald's the other day, and we brought up McDicks and Macca's, and I totally forgot when I was a kid, a common name was Mickey D's. We'd say, I'm gonna go to Mickey D's. You want anything? I love that there are so many places called Dune. Did you get any Graham's in Scotland? And would you pronounce it differently? I've seen that name too, Jack, and I never know how to say it. I always avoid it because I don't know how to say it. Here they're pronounced the same 1 syllable. Yeah, we had Mickey D's too. We have a hill nearby called Dune Hill. I giggle every time. Dune Hill. Good evening, Mrs. Bucket. It's Bouquet. Keeping up appearances. That's great, dude. The commotion seems to be drawing a crowd. Is this everyone then? Everyone except Miss Dean, of course. It's not Dean, it's Diane.
What's all this about a dead crow? Would that be a bad omen for anyone traveling today, yes?
Perhaps.
Please, Mr. Coventry. Oh, Finn's being here is bad enough omen.
Right. Some decorum, please.
Oh! He's the nephew? Okay, okay. Of the doctor, yeah. Well, I don't know how to say those names. In Irish, when they put the... God. It's like... It ends with a V. I don't know. God help me.
She said far worse about me, and it all true. Aye, it's a bad omen, Coventry. No doubt about that.
Alright. Oh, Finn's a full-on druid. Fia? Fia? Is the DH silent? Oh, I thought that made like a V sound, like Siobhan. Oh, no. Or Bov. I'm thinking Bov. Bov ends with DH, right? Oh, no. Don't even get me started on Siobhan. It changes? Oh, God. No. Okay. Shit. Okay. Fia. I could do that. Okay. Ophin, full-on druid. He must be the X. Okay, that tracks.
A bad omen. And it didn't show up in your cards, Mrs. Erickson. Oh my.
Woman in mustard.
Show some respect. Mr. Dupre, can't you keep your woman in line?
Okay, I don't like this old fart.
Or is your dynamic the other way around?
Mrs. Darcy is not my woman, Mr. Scarrett, nor am I her man. We are people and belong only to ourselves.
Okay, let's go. I like Dupree so far. Scarrett sucks. What is this on him? They've all got little symbols that I'm sure is going to come into play, right?
Actually, the cards are more of a tool, a guide. They reflect.
Is there a need to prove yourself, Mrs. Erickson? Huh?
It has like 5 different sounds. I'm fucked. How am I ever going to learn this? Toussaint? Okay, a French accent is likely Mr. Toussaint then. Cathal, is it O'Meara? Okay, okay. By process of elimination then, that distracted man must be Cathal. Quarantine Quinn, that's a cool name. Enos Barbosa. The remaining women, okay, yeah. We got these 2.
Speaking of late arrivals. Who was our newest guest?
Hi, I'm Dracula. Welcome. You can't tell me. Oh man, I was gonna uncover my face. Yeah, Gallic grammar. Scots and Iris is a bitch. Yep. Yep. One day. I'll get better with it one day. What year is this? 18 something? I was kind of picking that up. I was thinking maybe early 1900s too. Nice to meet you, Dr. Acula. Yes, that's me.
This might be a good time to mention that breakfast will be ready at 9 a.m. in case anyone wants to return to their rooms and freshen up.
Get that good breakfast. Get that good breakfast! One of those people must be behind Miss Dean's disappearance. But who are they all? They're all here for the seance, and some of them know one another, clearly. Do they all know one another, or am I an infiltrator? Whew. I can't think on that too much, or I'll grow paranoid. I can read. All I can do is the job, investigate her vanishing and probe into these people. One of them is behind it. The more I can learn about them and their reasons for being here, the better chance I have in finding her. I should make a record of their movements. It might be helpful to know what their plans are and when their rooms are free. Oh, this is gonna get dense. Okay. Oh, hey!
Un moment. Monsieur? You would be, Declan Ward, correct?
That's cool. Okay. Identity known. Sure.
Allow me to even the playing field. Huh? I am Etienne Toussaint, a debunker of fraudulent mystics.
Oh, so he's here to, like, bear witness? The vampire. Telegram was invented in 1844, so this is after. So it's sometime between mid-1800s, and I'm assuming maybe 1910, in that 60-year span. Hardly know her. Yeah, why would they need such a crowd for the seance? I'm wondering if it has to do with, like, clearly everyone is involved with different kinds of occult. Maybe occult practices, druidic practices, pagan practices, because they all have different, like, paraphernalia on them that kind of indicate that. I'm wondering if they're just gathering people who know a lot about any kind of thing like that, any kind of spiritual practice, and they're like, come here so that we can bring back my wife from the dead. The clothes are very 1910s. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Turn of the century, some point. So that's, I don't know. That's my thought behind that.
And it's the topic of fraud I wish to speak with you on.
I'm wondering if this guy's also like a bit of a detective, and he's like, I'll see about this. I'll see about this. Let's discuss the evidence. Well, he wants to discuss fraud. I'll do that. Wrong answer. Okay, searching out fraud must be easy work at an event such as this. In what way, monsieur? It is a seance. Surely everyone involved in running it is a charlatan, and the rest naive fools. Contraire. Monsieur. I don't know French. Many of the guests are true magical practitioners. But at a gathering such as this, there's likely to be somebody looking to take advantage of the more vulnerable attendees. Those who merely believe. Oh, so he's like, he's a believer, but he's trying to like help the believers out and the actual practitioners by calling out the fraudulent ones. That's cool. Maybe he'll know something about this device then. Have you studied the strange device in the atrium? I have, and it is strange indeed, but this place has other similar devices. I'm unsure if it means anything or if it's purely for display. Huh? Magic? That's highlighted in purple. Am I wasting time? Maybe. But feeling pre-World War I. For sure. I think 1910 is... Didn't World War I start in 1911? I could have that date wrong. I think. So yeah, it could be like... This could be like 1902. I could feel that. Could feel that out for sure. Maybe like 1895, something like that. Excuse me, did you say there are people here who think they can perform magic? 1914. Okay, there you go. Close. That was a little off. No! I said there are people here who can perform it. You are, I know, not of the scene. But believe me when I tell you, magic, rituals, ghosts, it is all real. Okay, so we're a skeptic. It's hard, of course, and expensive in what it takes. So it is not commonplace. Easier for some to fake. This is ridiculous! To you right now? Maybe. But you are here now, and you will soon see many unexplainable things. I'm gonna analyze the guy. I'm gonna analyze him. Yeah, what the hell is this? Society of Physical Research. A crest which reads Society of Physical Research. Okay. Notebook in the pocket. Worn around the edges, kept close to hand. What's your face? Anything on your face? Nope. Oh, that's all. It made that sound because I'm done with him. Okay, I'm gonna leave.
I think not, monsieur. We're not done talking yet.
I thought we were done. Okay then. What else does he want to talk about? You're wasting my time, man. I'm on a tight schedule here. It's already 8:13. I want to get my pancakes. Do you always carry that notebook with you, Mr. Toussaint? More often than not. There's a lot to record. Best I don't chance it to something fragile like memory. You agree, no? I've seen you making notes in your own journal. Oui? I guess I'll ask about this then. Maybe it's because it's outlined in yellow? No. What do you want to talk about then? Huh. Maybe you can ask him about this. Do you know Miss Dean? We have met once or twice, but never exchanged anything more than small talk. She came off as pleasant, though I suspect there was more to her than she let on. Certainly I was right, as it is clear to me now that many guests have complex relations with the woman. What? What an interesting life she must lead. Okay. I could ask about the guests. I could ask about the hauntings. Or that he knows who I am. Maybe that's a good one. You know me, sir? Not quite. I know of you. It remains to be seen if you truly are the man that I've read about. Okay, so he knows. He knows. I'm gonna ask about the society. If I might ask, what does that crest you're wearing indicate? It's the emblem of the Society of Physical Research. A grouping of curious individuals who try to apply academic rigor to paranormal situations. It's a mixed set. Some believers, some skeptics, some in between. But I find it suits me to have some like-minded people to share my work with. Okay. At least we know for sure what that is. I'll ask him about Varley, and then I'll call it. See if he'll let me go this time. Have you spoken to the manager? Monsieur Valli? Not extensively. I don't take him as one for idle conversation. My kind of man. Why won't you let me leave then?
That's all. I think not, monsieur. We're not done talking yet.
Oh no, it's the demo all over again. What do you want me to talk about? What does this mean? Oh. Time discovered, huh? Am I being dumb? What else does he want to talk about? The guests? Sure. You suspect someone then? I believe most attendees... Oh. This is what he wanted to say. I believe most attendees are legitimate practitioners, but yes, I have my suspicions. Attendees and staff have their own problems to be solved. Solving these mysteries will help you uncover more about the relationship with Dean and their own reasons for attending the seance. You've gained enough evidence to solve Mr. Toussaint's hypothesis. For solving the hypothesis, confront Mr. Toussaint to find out if your deductions have, or what they have revealed. Okay. I'm wasting biggie time, man. So, I'll form a hypothesis. My intent to gain proof to discredit them. I don't have a lot of green chains though, do I? Toussaint believes there is a fraud among the guests at Blake Manor. Which I guess we don't have proof. Proof is needed. So this is gonna be his whole case. I just need to come up with a hypothesis of what's going on now. Mr. Toussaint's goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraud. Fraudulence. Oh shit, okay. These guys are closer to Napoleon than we are to them. That's so weird. History's so weird with that. I know what happened here.
It seems Mr. Toussaint is here on a witch hunt and intends to force me to his side. I should confront him about this.
Okay, let's chat. Confront! Confront! Your goal is to coerce me into investigating a guest for fraudulence.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Excellent. I had planned to do it myself, but once I saw you, I knew you would have to help, detective.
So, you do know who I am?
Indeed. I am an investigator of my own sort, you see. It would be foolish of me enter a new country and not read the papers, n'est-ce pas?
N'est-ce pas?
As for my own investigation, I have focused on Madame Hazel Erickson. I'll get to the heart of it. She's an out-and-out fraud. About this, I have no trace of a doubt.
Okay, interesting. We gotta look at her picture again.
But my belief alone is not quite enough. I still lack evidence. Here, take this key. It will let you into room 19, Madame Erickson's room. There you can find something that proves the case. Of this, I'm sure.
What makes you think I'd do a thing like that?
That's your job, is it not? And you would want to keep your presence here quiet? No? You won't hear a thing further about your presence once you have aided.
Huh. So he's threatening us, and we need to go snoop into Miss Erickson's room.
Here, the key. I shall see you back with the evidence inside the hour.
Inside the hour? You had me talk to you so much! You had me talk to you so much.
Well, I will have to make an announcement at breakfast. You'll be out no long after, I assure you.
And how do you expect me to get into Miss Erickson's room safely?
I believe I heard her discussing her plans with Monsieur Aufin.
Oh, that's her there with the druid. Okay. Okay. Okay, we gotta investigate. Let me just see if this is her. You can eavesdrop on private conversations to discover more clues. Yeah, let's do it. I would love to eavesdrop. How do I do that? I should have read the fucking instructions.
I'm sorry, sir, but do you have a pen I can borrow?
No, he doesn't write. He's a druid, idiot.
No, no use for one. Druidry is an oral tradition, so I never got much into the writing. Oh, it would serve me grand for my purposes. Do you want my chisel?
Do you want my chisel?
No, I was planning on taking some notes. I want to go downstairs. and examine the energy left by that poor bird before breakfast.
Why?
I suspect there is something to be learned about our fortunes here. And if only I could have gotten to it before it was cleaned up.
Aye, well, I suppose some folks here have never gutted a bird to read its entrails before.
Is that some kind of Irish saying?
It's divination, idiot. She's totally a fraud. I agree with Tucson.
No.
Oh, well, you'll excuse me then.
The Greeks used to do that too. You know, the Greeks would do that before war. They would do that with cats. And before a battle happened, they'd be like, we gotta gut the cat. We gotta see what's gonna happen in this battle. They legit, that's what the Greeks would do. I swear to God. Mr. O'Finn doesn't write, and I didn't see his name on the sign-in sheet. Yeah, he must be the person who signed with an X. I'll make note of that. I wasn't eavesdropping. No, no, no. While investigating, you can learn characters' movements across the weekend. This information is learned by asking people, searching rooms, listening in on conversations, and more. This information will be added to timetable 3. Oh, shit. As you learn more information, the timetable will be populated. Characters will appear on the map each hour if you know their schedule for that time slot. Reminders can also be set so events aren't missed. Oh, that's nice. This is cool. Events. Okay, so this is general events, and then this is O'Finn. The atrium. Reminders left. Okay. Oh, I can only set certain amounts. Okay. Okay, so I confronted. I have to act. I gotta go investigate her room, I guess. I do have a profile on her now. Let me see what I got. Lower middle class. Arrival date the 26th of October. What's Tucson considered? Upper middle class. He's in mid-30s. Has no history with Miss Dean. Working class. Dude, this is cool. I'm really enjoying this. There's a lot of depth to this. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Just gonna look at her. I was just gonna look at her. I think I'm gonna save there and call it, unfortunately. Oh, okay, is that it? Only because I do have another migraine coming on, which is like my 3rd one this week. Dying to get my hands on that medicine again. So yeah, I'm probably gonna call it there. I am gonna come back to this because this is cool. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know if you do. Oh, I'm definitely coming back to this. This is sick. Dang, go take care of yourself. I know it's been shitty. I ran out of medicine over the vacation, and then because of the holidays, I just really want to make sure this is saved. This is saved, right? Yep. Okay. Great. Hold on. Loving it. Yes, a lot. Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't want this to be the case of, I think people don't like Wanderstop because there's not as much chatting. But if y'all like it, I'm very much intrigued. So I want to keep it up and do it. My plan is, there we go. I'm going to keep this up. I don't think I'll stream this tomorrow. I'm gonna have this be a long-term game, so I'm gonna try to mess around with the idea of like, okay, I have a long-term game that I don't play every single day, but maybe I do a long-term game and then sprinkle in like a little bit of like one-shot games or two-shot games or like crossword days. I think I'm gonna keep up crosswording for a little bit on Saturdays. I'll do this again on Thursday, and tomorrow, I think tomorrow's gonna be observation duty. I think I want to go back to Observation Duty 8. We need to finish the levels. I haven't done that yet. So it's time. Yes! Yeah, we'll go back to Observation Duty. It's time. So that's kind of my plan. We'll keep up this longer term series because this is probably going to take about as long as like maybe In Sound Mine. I think it's like a 10 or 15 hour game. I could be wrong on that. Also depends on how long it takes us. Who fucking knows? I'm good at entrail reading. I see my entrails. I can almost guarantee I will die soon. Things aren't looking good for me then. Entrail reading was really popular just about everywhere. That doesn't surprise me. I only know about it in the context of the Greeks with battles, but that doesn't surprise me. Main Tues collected a bunch of mumbo-jumbo people, perhaps in hopes of resurrecting waifu via seance. That's what I'm thinking. What's the difference between working class, lower middle, and upper middle? I feel like working class out of those three is the lowest. It's like, you gotta get out there and work your blue collar, like get your hands dirty, labor job. I think middle class then is above that. Lower middle class being a little worse off. Upper middle class being like, I'm almost rich. I'm almost good. I can afford university, but only barely. I think. And maybe that even in like, if we're talking like 1900s, like early 1900s, that probably means something different. Go take care of yourself. Yeah, I'm hating that these migraines keep coming up, man. That's what I was saying before was, you guys know I normally take Nurtec, which abates the migraines almost instantly. I'll take it within an hour or two later, all symptoms completely gone. I ran out of Nurtec over the holiday, which I immediately asked for a refill, but they had to order it. And because everyone was on holiday, they're not able to get a refill in until I think it's coming in like today. And I can hopefully pick it up tonight or tomorrow. But like, it's annoying. I wish they just kept it in stock. Or maybe once they ran out of stock, that's when they can refill it. And not wait for me to go ask for a refill. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's right. We got to do this now. If only. If only. Let me see if there's anybody we can raid. Is there anyone also raiding Seance? Wait, Lilypad's live. Holy shit. Wait, Lilypad's never live. Big if true. Big if true. Okay, guys. Lilypad's live. He's doing art. He's doing art. He's doing line art. You know him. You love him. Friend of the stream. He's got his little frog VTuber guy up. Adorable. Let's do it. Shoo the migraines away? Yeah, thanks, guys. In context of this game, lower middle is if you can afford one house aid. Oh my god, are you serious? Upper middle is if you have staff to help you. Working class, you are the help. Wow. Okay. That's wild. I grew up thinking I grew up in middle class, and clearly that definition changed going into the 90s. Well, join me in raiding Lilypad, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I'll see you tomorrow, and if not, I will just see you around some other time. Thanks for solving a cool mystery with me. I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Thickest here.